We have not played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons lately, so yeah, I understand.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dragons.
All right, if you guys have a
Doodlies and
notification in your inboxes that I'm live, then we are indeed live.
Sorry, I'm late.
Welcome
Jodie
in.
live.
We just went live, yeah.
Okay, hi everyone. Sorry, I'm late.
I had to apologize to you. I read your message, and
Oh,
I
you
had
did?
COVID, and I was sick for like.
Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that.
So, anyways, I didn't message you back, but I intended to, and I was sick, and then time went on. And
No worries.
Time rolls ever on.
Carrie's talking far too long to be
Have you had a
apologetic,
haircut,
right?
Dallan?
I was gonna ask you. Did you?
Dallan, you look different. Or did you have a haircut, or did you have a perm? I don't know what's happening.
I washed my hair last night, so you can see it in all its curly glory.
Oh,
Some might call it curlorly.
Looks like right after I washed
Yeah.
Wow.
Nah, it's a new look on you. Looks good. Well, I've never seen your hair like that before. Anyway.
It was like this
very
when it was long.
lovely.
Just
All
I
right.
don't remember.
long.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
okay, let me get this.
Mango fuck. Alright, cool.
Okay, cool.
Good
Yeah.
Why? I'm not even asking anymore.
It took me way too long to figure out what you were doing.
Mango, fuck me, Jesus.
All right. So there is a map that you guys can use to navigate. Everyone is going to have to be very careful about what you observe on stream because the stream view is different than your view. Okay? So try to give yourself a little bit more immersion. I don't mind if you watch it back if players are forgetting things and you would like to know what it looks like on stream. That's fine. I'm not too fussed. It won't really affect anything, but it is still very cool if you do the thing where you don't look at it, okay? That said, welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons, everyone, for our regular scheduled programming. We're going to have a lot more of these this month.
Yay.
So, Jodie, right before you got here, I was telling the rest of the group that when I was waiting for my bus for Community Day, or my train for Community Day, I may or may not have come up with the greatest idea I personally think, for a Dungeons & Dragons campaign. And I'm going to roll it out today.
Okay. Oh, you do it right now?
Yes. This is what I refer to as a player feat. Not a character feat, but a player feat. So you guys are familiar with features and traits, feats that you get at certain levels, right?
Yeah.
This is also, I want to put just a brief asterisk at the very beginning. This is under construction because this is homebrew, okay?
Okay.
Your feat is called Skill Challenge Awakening. Once per campaign, you can have your character enter an awakening state. When the Dungeon Master tells you that you've unlocked this feature, through milestones in your current character progression, through roleplay, you may now take it. When you activate your character's awakening, you can enter into a skill challenge to accomplish a task or a combat sequence that you think is very focused on your character's personal progression. You must succeed in 3 skill checks of DC 20 before you can fail 3 skill checks that you and the DM choose during the challenge. If you succeed on the skill challenge, you automatically succeed in whatever task or whatever combat you are currently working with, and collaborate with the Dungeon Master to essentially work out the task and the combat and how it can conclude together. If you succeed on the skill challenge, you succeed in your task or combat automatically to work with the DM on collaborating on how the task and the combat concludes. If you fail the skill challenge, the DM will choose a penalty for the character that fits and incurs the penalty for 7 in-game days. After the penalty ends, the character regains the ability to enter the awakening state once again. The awakening may not defeat a major story villain unless certain conditions are met, according to the Dungeon Master, for the sake of the story.
Is this our avatar state?
No.
I was thinking
This is basically symbolizing your ascension to hero. So basically, at some point, you are actually going to have a clear-cut, individually, you're going to have a clear-cut moment when you become a hero. And it will be the difference between
I like that.
the story that has unfolded day to day and the tasks that you've done and the role play and the energy that you've done with each other and with the NPCs and with the environment. And then right now, basically, you guys are almost level 10, which is what I was going to do. I was like thinking maybe we're going to do it at a certain point in the campaign or not. But my desire is that I wrote the skill to say once per campaign, but I think it could be cool to have it twice per campaign. But they would be different things. And the idea is that it's meant to be flexible, where when you go through a skill challenge, I had this idea where you guys are fighting some kind of mini boss or some kind of sequence that has a very difficult foe that you guys have to complete in order to achieve gaining an artifact or something. Like we're thinking like higher than legendary level quality items, right? Something that you need. And that item is maybe a shield, and Breker's the only person in the party that needs it, right? So you guys go on this long quest, you get to the shield, and you're fighting something or whatever. That's the guardian of the shield item, just as like an example, right? And Breker says, I want to awaken here. And I say, okay, during your next turn in combat, we're going to start the skill challenge. So he enters the skill challenge. Everyone else becomes a spectator and or a participant, depending on how Breker wants to do the skill challenge. He tells me exactly what he wants to do and what skills he's trying to target. We will work together to get. But every DC is 20. You know that going into the awakening. And if you make the difficulty check with a skill that you're not proficient in, we might work it so it goes lower. Or if it's something that you have expertise in and you want to do something crazier, the DC might go higher, but the staple deadline is 20. Okay. And I think I was going to originally do something else too, where the skill challenge, you cannot have advantage or disadvantage in any way, shape, or form.
Or help from
Correct. Because it's your thing, right? So I wanted to make the stakes really fucking high and make the payout like have some kind of consequence, but not be permanent, right? But then like once you spend it and once you succeed, you get the payoff of this super cool character moment. You probably succeed in something you guys really want to do, and it's not necessarily down to the dice because you can do it again in 7 days.
Can you imagine like a arc where a player like fails this thing like twice, and then the third time it's like, this is my hero moment?
Yeah, I mean the dice still get to tell the story, right?
Yeah.
And the cool thing is there's still a struggle in the awakening to break through, and that's what I liked about it. It's basically a best of 5 skill challenge against yourself. So, but
so this feels like something. Oh, sorry, keep going if you're still.
Oh, no, the other thing I was going to say is like if it's a combat sequence, instead of it being a skill, like I labeled this a skill challenge, but we might make it so that you can do like an attack roll as one of those skills. And I also might make it so that if you're going to do something, you have to choose a different ability. So anything can be different. But like, let's say, again, we're going to use Breker as an example because this is just the thing I thought of because of the shield thing is unique to him and no one else uses shields. I might require something that he needs to do that has to be like shield kind of focused, or he might have to make a saving throw instead of a skill or an attack roll. The skill challenge might be that there's no boss, there's no villain, you guys find the shield and it's immovable and you can't take it out, and then Breker's like, this is it, I have to do the skill challenge to get the shield, you know. That's just an example, okay? So we could work it out. And again, my intention is to give you guys a get out of jail free possibility if this thing goes tits up to wrap up the campaign to maneuver to phase 2. And secondarily, it might also be, you know, when we move into phase 2, things are going to get a little wonky. There's no script anymore. So I've got my own plans. I got some other things, but all the little noodles in between is going to be really loose. And I think if you guys can have more collaboration tools in your back pocket as players, not just as characters, it'd be fun. So you guys don't have to tell me what you think right away, but achievement unlocked, you guys now have a skill feat for your characters. Enjoy. If you want to know the wording, I can screenshot and send it to you. But this is just the thing
Please.
I cooked up today on my my
Mhm.
pre-community day thing.
Yeah, please send it to me.
Okay.
And again, it's under construction, so if you've got detailed questions, we'll roll with it, okay? This is meant to be a collaboration tool, not meant to be a detriment to you. Now, who would like to give us a recap? Mesh, would you like to try it this time?
I'm the foggiest for the first time. I'm the foggiest.
Okay.
I don't know. I literally don't know what happened last
Okay,
time we played.
anyone
so I
else
don't
then?
know.
That's okay. You can
I
decline.
can't remember.
I remember everything except for the very final part. If that's okay.
Okay, the
Ooh,
final
I
part had
remember
to do
that
with
final part.
Dallan and Vanvalor.
So we walked up the stairs into a room that had a party in it, and we tried to investigate, talk to people, figure out why there's a party here. Everybody had the assumption that it's somewhat fake, but how? And we were trying to go back out and come back in to see if it reset the environment somehow. And on the way out, I just threw a glass down and it kind of activated the boss fight, if you want to call it that. And then
Aggroed the room.
we faced off against 3 brains in a jar, dealt with that, took a long rest in Chef's
Galder's Tower.
church temple.
Couple shrine.
Whatever you want to call it.
Swine.
And then after that we found one of the some magic items. What was this one called? One sec. I have it.
Abracadabras.
Oh,
Then-
yeah.
Then we went to the north area where there was this little hole with darkness, and Vanvalor decided to fly, and I cast invisibility on him, so he's just like floating around invisible in there, talking with some AI, magic AI version of something.
Yeah.
Magical AI.
Did I miss anything?
That sounds good.
The opening bit with the thing that prevented us from getting into the room. It
Oh
was
yeah,
above the
fighting
doorway.
with something above the
Yeah, he
doorway.
was,
Yeah.
like, giving
There
us
was
a
some kind
hint.
of messenger up there or sentry or something. And Dallan flew through a relatively large window. Or out of a window into another one that had shutters. He opened the shutters, went inside, and he met someone. Dallan, do you remember what Vanvalor's companion was that he met when he went through?
He can fly.
I don't remember his name, but I know that he runs the building, has to follow orders. He was in a 13-pointed star, 7-pointed star room. With
You're
lights
in the
that all
room currently
converge.
in roll 20 if you wanted to see it.
Oh, God.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Oh,
Do we
11.
still have the
11.
penguin with us? I can't remember.
Do you still have who?
yeah, he's straight vibing.
The penguin?
Yeah, he's been us the entire
So
time.
Kingsport is not on the map, but yes, he is with you.
Okay.
Terrified, of
Um,
course.
He's essentially one of our
And-
pets.
Okay.
He said he can't tell us really anything, that he's not allowed to.
So
And I
yeah.
can't remember exactly what he said, but he mentioned something about something that we wanted and then looked straight up.
Yes.
In a
Okay.
coy, kind of hinting kind of way.
Okay. So
And now he can appear anywhere in the building, so I'm probably
let's
about
just
to
do the
fly back
sequence
to
where you
y'all.
get in the room, and we'll start from there. How's that? I'll just read that sequence. You're in room 19J.
Death ward has been cast.
Yep. All right. As Dallan pushes open the, Vanvalor, excuse me, flies through and invisibly pushes open the window. Your reflection that you would be able to see is just the shutters kind of opening as they dance over many mirrored surfaces in the chamber. 11 separate alcoves extend from the walls like points of a star, each with a singular one narrow niche where a gently glowing crystal is mounted 5 feet above the floor. The air hums with pent-up power. And still seemingly able to see you, the crystals brighten as rays of energy burst forth and summon what looks to be a convergence in the center of the room. And as more of the rays intersect, each of them kind of tracing a translucent figure coming into view, with the light showing a bald man wearing a long purple gown, and his face in a smile as he sees you. I am Everlast. Welcome to the Spire of Iriolathis.
Hello. And he can obviously see me, so I'm just gonna drop invisibility.
Well, it's not yours to drop.
Well, fuck
and
you.
I don't know what's happening, so I wouldn't.
So,
be
Dallan, you would know to
never
break
mind.
the invisibility, you just need to cast a spell or a cantrip to break it, or an attack roll. So even though someone else is controlling the spell, you can break it.
Attack him out! Attack!
I'm not attacking him. Just a little prestidigitation.
Just swing in the air.
Kind of just use the sparks to kind of make it fade, yeah?
Yeah, so it's like I'm appearing in a shower of sparks.
All
Yeah.
I can
That'll
think
work.
of is Mega Mind. It's like, it's all about the presentation!
Yeah.
That's how it is,
Yeah.
You're right.
Yes.
And you have the soundbite that goes, wow!
Wow.
So,
Wow.
just as a quick synopsis, you did ask him something specific. He says he knows about what happened with the city, and his goals are to assist the restoration, but can't reveal the secrets of the city to outsiders. However,
Right.
if you want to look around and you're looking for the next room, it's not hard for anyone to find, as he just looks into the ceiling. And you can see there is a small hatch mounted to the ceiling about 30 feet up in the roof.
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll go back to my friends and talk to them. Very
So, you know,
You can actually hear that from where you are.
And I'll ask them if they want to follow me into the hatch. Is there like can you open a walkway in between this window and the other one? Is that something you're capable of, or do we have to figure out another way across to get us all up through that hatch?
So I need to be clear
Or
on
not
this,
any
because
hatch
you
that I've
said you
seen.
were leaving, and then now you want to talk with Everlast again. So I need to know if you're going to fly back and forth, or
Right,
if you're
oh,
waiting to leave.
Oh, I was talking to Everlast this whole time.
Okay, sorry. So you're pitching to him that you want to go back to your friends, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pitching to him, but before I do, I ask, is there like a bridge we can cross? Because I can't cast fly that many times.
I don't know if you need the spell, but there is a secret over there that I can't tell you.
Okay. Let's
It is
go
safe,
into
I
the
promise.
other room then.
Mostly.
Okay. Great. We're all about mostly safe here.
If you have any more questions,
So I'm
I
gonna
can
go.
manifest anywhere in the tower, so please feel free. I'm incredibly bored.
Yep, we'll go. I got a group of hooligans in the other room. They'll, yeah, you'll be fine.
who's a hooligan?
Don't worry.
Devii didn't hear that.
I'm going to.
Is this some
Were you
archaic
calling
words
us?
that I don't know? I'm kidding. I know what a hooligan is. Also, your animal skin?
Yeah,
Wonderful
Thank you.
taste.
I like it a lot.
I'm in these drab
you.
robes because I was summoned like this.
Oh, was he-
Am I right?
Rude,
It's
really.
that far.
Honestly, you need some better threads. All right.
Nicely
So I'm
done.
gonna.
You may go.
I'm gonna fly through the window and land on the other window. So, well, I found something.
Good. What is it?
What?
His name is Everlast.
You found something, and it's a he.
Called Everlast.
Oh, okay.
Everlast, are you here? He said he could appear anywhere in the tower, but I don't
Oh,
see
really?
him.
What is it exactly?
How interesting.
He's
Do we need to call him?
Is he friend or foe? That's what we need to know right off the bat.
well.
Maybe
He
you should let him
didn't kill
talk.
me when we were in the room together. So,
What's your
Everlast-
pretty-
sense of it, Vanvalor? That's what I mean. What did you sense from
Your
him?
imaginary friend for us.
Everlast,
He's
we
not.
summon you.
I just stare at Devii.
What?
I know it's been a little bit. We don't know. We need to confirm if this is a real thing, Vanvalor. Okay.
You can see, you guys can see like this
Everlast, this is
purpley
getting
shimmered
awkward.
figure all the way across from the window, just kind of like peering out and doing one of these.
Oh,
Hey, Devii, you can see that
Oh,
imaginary person
now
over there,
I
right?
believe him. Now I believe him. You're right.
Where's the
I'm not
trust?
crazy, guys.
Nah, it's more than you, to be honest
You know
with you.
what? At this point, we are all crazy.
It's fine.
Speak for you. Speak for yourself. I pet nothing.
Yeah, your pet is on the shoulder, and you like.
My own shoulder.
Is that the only way out, or did we check all the doors here?
So he can't tell us anything about the building, but somehow when he looked up, I felt like I needed to look up as well, and there's a hatch in the top of that room over there. And he said it's safe to get across through the room. There's a secret, but he also can't tell us that.
Oh. Okay
So-
then.
To meet you, Everlast.
Everyone wave.
He's not.
He just like leans up against the the window and kind of just gives you a wink, and then you can kind of see him like floating up and then back down and like changing sides and then like sitting on the other side and then waving and going up and then waving and going down. He's just like very bored. He's like a kid in
Okay.
school.
He's
Everyone
not
stop
very
waving.
funny. I think we have a group hallucination going on right now.
No. He's real. He's fine. He's what did he call himself, Rob, last week? I can't remember.
What do you
2
mean?
weeks ago.
Construct?
He said he's like, it's not a
Summon?
simulacrum, but I
He
can't
said he's a
remember.
living spell.
He's a living spell.
Oh
That
yeah,
sounds so
living
normal.
spell.
What
Look.
is,
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
what does that mean? Does it?
Okay.
Does it make sense?
No.
Does it to me?
Guys,
like-
I feel like
Kind of like
these-
one of those margin things.
When
we
you
fought.
say that, like Velen is just like,
Bellin?
Oh, do you know something?
yeah, you have her jaw back up.
Bellin?
Do you want to share with the group?
He's a what?
A living
Maybe-
spell.
Anyways, let's go. Let's go the direction
Yes.
the spell told us to go.
Le-
I'm sorry.
there's-
Actually, that sounded incredibly rude.
Oh, because you haven't been
The
already.
direction. I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
The direction Everlast said to go.
I'm gonna
He
peek
said
in
it's
this
safe
room
to
before
cross.
we head out.
But
She flips her hair like so that it goes in your face.
I already knew you were going that direction.
Well, I still have fly active, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like not have it going, like I'm still active but not using it, and try and step outside the window to see if there's an invisible floor.
Okay. Could you please be very specific with where you would like to put your feet down?
Don't.
Because
Oh,
the windowsill, right? And then there's the other windowsill. But then are you trying to put your feet on a space by the windowsill, or are you going to put your feet over and down? Like, what is your intention here? Are you just trying to like slowly
probably
ease out until you find something, or like what are you looking for?
Yeah, probably like easing out, and if I don't feel anything, I'll do a little hop out to try and land
Little
on
bunny hop.
Just go.
Okay.
"Hop, no!"
So you get to where you're comfortable with getting your feet past the windowsill, and to the point where you can sit on the sill and like swing your feet comfortably if you're like a risk adverse person or non-risk adverse person, right? And then you kind of like hold the windowsill, brace yourself, knowing that you have the fly spell just in case, and you dip uncomfortably low and still don't seem to find any kind of purchase just yet. based off of your current intention.
Okay.
Would you like to full commit and jump, or are you going to?
Yep.
You're gonna jump.
Yeah. We're
Okay.
jumping.
As soon as you jump, you're like ready with your mind to make the switch, and the second your head, basically like around the 6 foot mark, clears the surface of where the windowsill's base is, where you could reach with your hands about here, your feet find purchase on an invisible wall.
Wall or floor?
Oh, the floor, yeah. Do we floor?
Floor?
Depends on the dimension you're standing on.
And I will
Is
tell
he
you
like
that
in
when you land,
degrees?
Ooh, I need to get on here. You land
Get the
here.
mayo out. Let's find this path.
And this is truly an Indiana Jones moment.
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking that's what I was. Isn't that having one of those?
It is
it's in
exactly
Indiana
like
Jones,
this.
right? I thought it was in my head, but I couldn't remember what movie. I thought it was like the never-ending story. I couldn't remember what it was.
It is exactly like the painted map painting in Indiana Jones, where he steps
Everyone
out on
shuffles
nothing.
They just shuffle to the right.
There
Oh,
is
go back to the
no,
left.
yeah, there is no discernible phased ice differential visual component to this. You cannot notice where the floor begins and the air starts.
Cool.
It is mind-bending.
I think Devi's just like,
Oh, good. We figured that out. Can I just quickly open this door and peek in here in case it's anything useful, and then go back there?
I don't
Move
know,
your character
Jodie,
one
at the
space, but the
castle.
rest of the
What
players will not
do
be able to
you-
see when you go through the door.
Okay.
You see
What
that?
does this look
Yeah.
like?
Yeah, I can't
So
see it.
is it all empty? Any things there?
Move around and find out.
Mm,
Oh, there's a window over there.
Isn't it?
to the windows, to the other window.
Okay, Mash, stop there.
So that connects to the other room.
We better scream. That's the only way we're gonna figure no, something's happened to you.
Okay, stop there for a second, Mash.
Didn't we have that communication thing, or we didn't attune to it yet? Do you remember? We did the
Yes, so
communication.
she has to make a tattoo.
When you look in that
Yeah,
north
yeah.
room, there
Okay.
doesn't seem to be anything, Mesh, the northern room.
Mm-hmm.
But in the southern room, you can see it looks like a frozen ruin bereft of any inhabitants, but may at one point have served as a spirit's sidebar. And there is a rectangular counter that also seems to be destroyed, and there's some kind of like storage rack with a dozen bottles behind it, and the bottles do not seem to have aged.
Hey guys, we got some alcohol in here.
You meant the alcohol and not I thought you meant a literal spirit. Like a
And
spirit.
you can
It's been there for
Yeah.
thousands of years. That's what you're concerned
Bottles
about.
of spirit.
also you
Yep.
can notice that this door here,
Oh
Mesh,
my
seems to
God.
connect back to the room out in the lobby.
Right, yeah. I'll try to
That's nice.
get the bottles.
I'm like looking over the edge. I'm like, that's nice.
So with that, I will delete these doors for you.
Phew.
So now you can see in those spaces.
Phew.
To be fair, we'll probably need that for medicinal purposes.
I don't hop off. I like turn around, sit on the edge, then put my hands on the edge and like lower my hands down to my feel like dangling, trying to find the edge.
Yeah, Devii, you're short, aren't you? Or are you tall?
I'm tall for a woman. I'm 5'11".
Okay, yeah. Dallan's like one of the taller party members from memory. Van is. So it'll take a little while to get down there. But yeah, you guys figure out that it's about a little more than 10 feet wide. And then there's like a space where you're like, okay. And then your foot kind of just goes, whoosh, and you're like, yeah.
I know. There was like,
Yeah.
Are we just like following in each
Is
other's
it just-
footsteps there?
So in this room, do I need to do any investigation check, or is it obvious there's nothing else hidden? It's just ice and just the bottles.
There only seems to be about a dozen bottles. but you can tell just from looking at them that these are probably 2,000 years old.
They might turn out good.
Nice.
And it doesn't take a rocket scientist or someone to realize that there's no shot that bottles would preserve 2,000 years in glass, even though it's like really well preserved and that hasn't probably been disturbed since the crash. But there had to have been something protecting these bottles for a long ass time, and they're not frozen over, so they're probably magical.
Yeah, I'll grab all those bottles.
Yeah, you can't read it in the print because it's all in the rows, but yeah.
12, you said?
Yeah, 12 Larosian wine bottles. You can even say 2,000-year-old wine and just say you got 12 of them.
Would that even be like drinkable at that point?
Wait,
no, I mean we've actually found old Roman wine, and they didn't even want to open the bottle.
No, didn't they drink it? I swear they found it and they drank it, Daddy, and they said it tasted like vinegar.
Yeah, well, Roman wine wasn't preserved by magic for thousands of years, now was it?
Well, no, not magic.
Yeah, fuck Roman magic, am I right?
Whatever one. Whichever one translates to absolute magic, I'll take that one.
But the rest of the bottles seem to have been destroyed.
I'm going to be behind Devii.
Okay.
No,
You're
behind
dangling on the edge.
Okay.
I'm gonna use like the end of my axe, not the sharp point, just go to where I can see the edges are, and when I find it, I'm just gonna keep it there and just push it forward as I walk along and look at Devii like,
Very
what is
nice.
wrong with you? Why aren't you? What are you doing?
This isn't comfortable. I just want to make sure I'm okay.
Okay.
Use one of your mini whacking sticks.
I make my way
I
back.
have one.
Come away.
Here you go.
Make my way.
All right, I'm gonna move Devi's token so you guys can see this. I don't know why the light is not working, so I think I just need to just delete this so you guys can see where you're headed. That's where the window is.
But I just looking at that picture.
Oh,
was it?
Right. I'm gonna also get here too.
Oh, it's a gift.
Hey.
I wouldn't do that because you'd break the door.
I would never break a door.
And then I'll switch to the GM layer, and then this is where the do that.
Is it just a straight walkway, no jumps?
Don't jump, even if it is.
Yeah, is it?
So
I think
that
it's
is
just
where
you
the
go down
hatch
and
is,
then it's straight.
Dallan. That's where the hatch is. I just put a thing on the roof. You can see
Okay.
there's an outline there.
Yeah.
Can I move my token then?
Yeah, you can move it north.
Okay.
What are we doing? What's happening?
Oh, no
A very
obvious
strange
entrance.
We have to
room.
go up there then?
I'll go over here.
What's the circle in the middle?
Yeah,
Maybe over here.
Do we have a grappling hook at all?
Yeah, I think
Yes.
somebody has it. I had it at some point and I gave it to someone.
You still have the fly spell up?
Do I, Rob? Or
You probably have about a
wasted
minute to
the-
2 minutes left from talking with
Yeah, I got
Everlast,
a
going back
grappling
and
hook.
forth, and
Yeah.
whatnot.
I'll tie a rope to the
Like,
Yeah,
hat.
with the grappling hook?
Hey, man, here you go.
It's about
Yeah,
30 feet up
I'll
is
do
where the
that.
hatch is. And then you guys can see what Dallan sees. This room is just reflections everywhere. You can see yourself in every reflection, multiple different angles, and then in each of the alcoves is a gem about 5 feet up, and you get to see the whole sequence again. I figured I should get in the show. And you see
It's all
the
about presentation.
elevate. Yeah, you see Everlight basically be lasered down from top to bottom like a 3D printer in hyper speed with laser pointers. Just kind
wow.
of be designed in front of you. And this time he has like hair that matches as if he were like a brother to Van. He just took the cowlick on one side and flipped it, so it's a mirror.
Oh, he copied his hair?
Yeah, it looks exactly like how you remembered him in the previous encounter, Van, but he just copied your hair because he
stole my
liked it.
hair.
Yeah. And you can also see he has a little bit of a tiger print in a pocket square in his robes.
Hell yeah. We love this.
Just to make you a bit more comfortable, I suppose. Did you find the way in quite exciting?
No, but yes. That's
Good answer.
I'll say yes, but no.
You are
Well,
quite
yes,
tall.
but actually no.
Adjusts invisible glasses.
But yes, I am a living spell. It's nice to meet all of you.
Do you?
You can just call me Everlife. It's fine.
I have questions, but I feel like the magic users probably have more questions. So I would defer to them.
Are we up? Are we up there now? Are we all up? So none of us have gone up the hatch
So
yet?
if you are trying to get up to the hatch, there's zero way to get up there without flying.
Well, we already said that.
Yeah.
I gave a grappling
I
hook
went
to
and hooked it
Van,
up.
and
Hey.
he's hooked it up.
Van, when you go
That's
up
why I
there,
was
it's
doing
like
the rope.
there's nothing to latch onto. There's no handle.
Oh.
It's just an outline
Well,
that's
I've
very,
opened
very
it.
hard to see unless you're looking for it.
Right, I open it and try and hook it on the edge on the inside.
Give me a strength check.
Okay. Well, fuck. I'm not the one we want doing this.
Athletics, please.
Should have cast fly on somebody else then.
No, I guess it would be. It says strength check, but I would allow athletics if you want to use it.
18!
Not enough.
Yeah.
It doesn't budge.
What? Hang on, it's not enough?
How?
Oh, to open the hatch.
You can't push it open.
Can we? Put
How
someone else
high
in the
is it?
back?
30 feet up.
Can I carry
Okay.
someone?
What's your strength score?
0 or 10, but
So
plus
if you
0.
go to your bag, like your equipment section, you can see when you click the bag how much you can carry in your carrying capacity. So including equipment, that's what the weight is that you can hold.
No. The answer is no. Cannot carry
Everlast,
someone.
Can we ask Everlast? Does he know a way to open the hatch?
What do you say?
Everlast, how do we open the hatch?
Those trade secrets are a bit tough, but I
Surely
think that
we're
when you want to
already
get in the
the-
door, you usually have to be a little polite. He taps
Maybe
his
go
nose.
inside.
Oh, can you open the door for us, please?
Please.
No, nice try.
Door, can you open,
Okay.
please?
I think
Maybe
maybe
your
he wants us
customs
to
are different than
bargain.
ours, but I don't think that
Open
you ask a door to
sesame.
open in our society these days.
Van, do you
I'll
see
knock on it.
any?
I'll knock on it. I'll knock on it.
The door
Van,
opens.
do you see any hinges?
Fucking shit.
Yay! Good job. Never.
He's
tried
not kind of
that.
just like,
Vanvalor's up there just like almost shitting his pants, pushing so hard on
We're
this.
all like, oh.
And then
You're just like,
stops and is like,
Ooh, I know what you did, man. Good job.
yeah, I pushed that open really hard.
it's about a 5-foot diameter, and it goes into a vertical. It opens to a vertical shaft that extends further. And Van, you're getting dangerously close to the end of your spell, but you fly up an additional 50 feet. So we're talking 80 feet in the air. You're just like, and you're just cooking before there's like maybe a little bit less on that rope. And by the time that he gets to the top and latches it and maybe shouts down to the rest of you, you notice that the rope is actually at where the hatch is, because that's where 50 feet of rope goes. Now, that said, Van, when you get up
Yep.
to the top, you see a different sight. Let me just make sure. I think those are on the GM layer. Please let me know if you can see anything when I drop you. Here.
Just drop him down.
I'm not showing the
60
stream
feet.
where your location is.
Oh, there's not like he can't attach the.
Can you
rope
see anything
to
in there?
I see a circle.
Okay. You cannot escape that zone, okay? Now, this is what you
Okay.
see. In this room. Go back one. Oh, I lied. Was that the right one? You ascend into an oval hall. Around you is a dome of glittering frost that you can see through a thin layer to see yet more frost-covered carvings decorating the walls. Long icicles hanging from the ceilings. And a 10-foot radius dome of translucent ice encloses the area around where you are in the shaft that goes down to the hatch that you've emerged from. At the far end of the hall, you can see 2 blade-shaped patches of pitch black darkness that seem to fold into the air itself that are next to a double door. There is also a glowing green crystal roughly the size of your fist set into the archway above the door south of you. Now, these blades are not like a traditional weapon. The best way I can describe it is as if there was a very sharp knife in reality when you have like a black hole that looks like a fold has opened, just like 2 slits, and they are just hovering. And they also seem to have like a blade guard on the centerpiece of them, and they're just these things that are about the size of a person just floating in the air, 2 of them. And the only reason I can say that they're floating is because the folds are kind of like folding into themselves like a black hole as they go up and then down into the air. It's very scary looking. Almost like if you touch it, you'd like go into another plane type of a deal.
We don't want that. No bag of holding nonsense here. No, thank you.
I'm like looking up. I'm like,
now,
Dallan,
when you get to the top and you find a space to kind of put your van, sorry, when you put your hook on the floor, it's really tough to see if there's a good spot for it, but you manage to find something to latch onto.
Wouldn't the open door be a thing while he's flying up?
I don't know why he can't just do it on the edge of the whole circle.
Because it's just a shaft into the floor. There's not a hatch at the top. There's only a hatch at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Oh, there's not a floor ledge. I see.
Yeah, it's just a hole.
Gotcha.
Just a hole.
In this hole.
That does not look easy to do. I do not have the strength to go up that road. Nope.
I can
I'll message down that I'm at the top.
Actually, be preferable.
I don't think
how
you all need to figure out how to get up here.
How tall
50
is
feet, 50-foot shaft and 30-foot room.
30-foot room, 50-foot shaft. Okay.
I mean, you can use your measurement tools, Dallan, where you're at for Van to see how big that room is. That's about what it is for you.
Yeah. No, I was just letting them know is the distance they have to climb.
Yeah. Basically, it's from the floor to where your floor is. Floor to floor is 80 feet.
Yeah. I cannot believe it took them this long to make this good.
Who has another rope?
I am.
My one is on the thing. My one is on the hook. So
let me see. I might have one.
If you have one, you could just pull it up and then tie a second one at the end, and then drop it down.
Let me check. That's what I was thinking too.
Otherwise, we need somebody to climb up and then tie
the climber's kit. You bet your ass there's rope in there. Look at that.
Hey.
So I'm just going to let you guys know that you got about less than a minute remaining on the fly spell.
I'm not risking it. I'll just pull the rope up that I secured, tied more rope to it, and toss it down.
Very well.
Is there a 50-foot drop?
It takes probably about 10 minutes, but... Well, maybe it won't take 10 minutes to pull the rope up. Probably takes about 4. Wouldn't take that long.
I could try and jump up towards the hole, maybe try and get a grasp and climb onto it.
I dropped the rope down, and there's just piles of rope on the floor next to you guys. Like, it's long enough to pile up on the floor.
I feel like Devi's looking
you got about
up
30 feet of slack. Or you got about 20 feet of slack.
Yeah.
It's 50 feet up.
Yeah, each rope is 50, so you have a 100-foot rope to climb 80.
Okay.
I'm gonna climb up the rope.
Goldie,
Very well.
would you be willing?
Give me an athletics check with advantage, Breker.
Throw you up there? I thought you'd never ask.
Throw me up as far as you can, and then I'll just climb the rest of the way.
I'm going to aim at the base of the rope when it meets the actual hole. That way, at the very least, you'll have something to grab onto.
Okay.
You're gonna throw Devii.
I will be watching everyone very closely.
Like,
Devii.
my arms are gonna be burning, so I'm gonna try to get up.
Okay,
as
Goldy,
high
give
as
me
I
an
can.
athletics check, and Devii, give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Dexterity is much better than strength.
22.
Okay.
Oh no! What happened?
I'll wait. to
Goldie,
grab-
roll
grab
me
her if she's
roll me
dropping.
40-10.
I rolled a 3.
I'm gonna grab her if she's gonna fall.
4d10s.
3 plus 3 is
1, 2,
6.
4. Okay.
I was waiting for the inevitable
That's
miss.
not rolls. Should I tell you individually or
No, just tell me the total.
24?
Rope burns
24?
on my hands.
So Goldie successfully throws you. Believe it or not, he like gets something where he grabs you by the waist and kind of does this maneuver that a cheerleader would do, where they kind of like throw you up, and then he like bases your feet and then just goes
Yeah.
and throws you about 20 feet, and you are like, woo, just like pew, straight as an arrow, and then you like reach out your hands and you just go.
No, I think I grab it and then like I slide down.
Oh, your hands!
Now Goldie, please
Ugh.
roll 2d6.
Of course. How much more suffering will she have? 3.
Okay, very lucky. So Devii, instead of what I would like normally doing for fall damage, you're gonna take 3 points of fire damage as your hands go down 25 feet of rope.
Okay. Wait, 3, 5. How many?
25 feet of rope. You take 3 points of fire damage as you just go.
Okay.
And you nuke your hands. Breker, you get up with what was yours?
It was with advantage the 19 or 22.
Oh, super easy. You're just like, watch me do this, man. Just go all the way up, even in full plate armor. This is just like watching a super athlete climb a rope in gym class. It's just like.
Breker will call out from the top, like, tie yourself to the end of it and we'll pull you up if you can't climb.
Or I was gonna offer, why don't you just sit on one of my shoulders and I'll just climb up while you just blow your hands or something. I don't know. Not like that. I'll climb up normally.
Okay, give me an athletics check with advantage because you have the rope.
Finally, a use that we would have had for the graviturgy
24.
wizard's ability to change weights.
Yeah. So you get up there easily, and with the 2 muscle brains at the very top of this, and somebody that can help you with anyone that needs assistance, it will not take very long to tie knots with a sailor at the bottom and a couple of brutes at the top to get you up there. It just takes a couple of minutes. So.
Ooh. Ooh.
She said many times she can't.
So with that, I will grab all of you and move you on to the other side of the map.
I mean, I did offer to just you had portable transportation on my shoulders. I'm just saying.
My hands hurt.
I mean, I did my job. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm not complaining about you. I just hate.
Is there any snow in this area by chance?
It snows outside.
touch the walls. No, ice might actually cause more burning, so I'll just, deal with it.
So now we're in this ice-shaped dome.
Correct.
With threatening knife shadows.
Again, you also see 2 large,
Outside of it.
like, sword-shaped, blackened, like, as pitch. Like, it literally, like, basically, if you see the image of the door and you're not looking at something, it's like the absence of something is there. Think of, like, black hole imagery, right? It's just like a fold in space that just eliminates as if something's there in the space. And there's even, like, a little bit of a sword guard. It's almost like a sword shape, but we're talking great sword sized. It's very large, and there are 2 of them in front of the door. And also above the door is a bright green crystal.
What magic is green? 1 second.
That's necromancy. Hey, I remembered! Sorry.
Nice
Did you
job.
scream that? Just
Yeah,
like, hey, I remembered.
Yeah, dude, sorry.
You did? Okay, so Goldy screams, hey, I remembered! It's necromancy! And you see the light flicker. And as it flickers,
Did I do a good thing?
Yeah, I mean, we've confirmed.
oh, sorry, yeah, it just flickers. Apologies.
Okay. Okay.
Is this the crystal that flickered?
The crystal is generally like not flickering like we're talking on-off flicker. We're talking like dimming very slightly and then going out. Like, and not going out altogether, just kind of like dimming, brightening, dimming, brightening. Yeah. I don't know why I'm doing the opie squeezy motion. I'll give myself de-inspiration, I suppose, for that one.
What inspiration for that?
Well, if you got any necromantic cantrips, you can that might trigger that thing again.
Do I have necromantic cantrips?
So yes, that's what he asked. Do you?
Actually,
Like,
You know who does? You know who might have a necromancy cantrip?
The person I named before
The
I asked that.
necromancer in our fucking party.
You see Velen doing a pose.
actually, well, I mean, I could totally have done it, I suppose, but
Your deduction skills are pristine, she says. And then you can hear some protests coming from her bag as she's pushing Professor Scan down there. Shut up, you. My witty comments for this one. Fuck you. Thank you, Cari. She says, I very much doubt that necromancy has anything to do with whatever that is. That seems to be more like a security thing.
I thought it was maybe like what's causing all the undead icky stuff down here.
Hell
You don't think so?
No.
Oh.
Has nothing to do with it.
Clearly
That's
not.
not
Jeez.
working.
Gosh, you idiot.
Yeah, she rolled like a 26 on her check, so yeah. She's like, no, that's probably something to do with the security. What's more concerning is those things, and she points at the giant like swords standing in front of, or like flying in front of the door. She's like, whatever that is, no thank you.
Well, how do we get out of this dome, first of all?
Am I?
Oh,
How
ask
if
your
I
friend. Don't ask your friend. That's a rude way to say it. Everlast.
Is he not a friend?
You see him like appear outside and kind of take a step by the thing and go, it doesn't, like on the glass of the thing. It's just,
Wait,
it doesn't actually work. I don't have real breath, so I can't. But can you still see me? I'm out here.
I can see
Hello?
you. Are you not able to come in here?
I can come in here. It's just for the dramatic effect.
Okay.
Naturally.
What are those
See if
blue
Lena gets
things?
it.
And the green thing.
Security.
Oh, that. Okay. If we did something bad, would we be injured? That's a dumb question. Never mind. Don't answer that question. Nope.
I'm a roll a ball bearing down.
have to be careful with your questions.
I'm just trying to ask a question that's not yes or no, so you can help us. I don't know how to ask.
You can't blame her. Maybe you can blame her a little bit.
I'm a roll a ball bearing down towards the swords to see if they react to it.
The ball bearing does not exit the dome. You see
knock on
Everlight
the
go,
dome.
knock knock. Like,
I have no idea what to do here.
puzzles.
Goldie, you want to
Are they
axe
fun?
this? Just hit it?
It's,
No, that might be really bad.
I don't know.
blast
Every
raising
time,
alarm.
every time I do that, I feel like something worse happens. Maybe not make that our first resort.
I'ma sit down and start casting detect magic while they figure something out.
That means you can't
Is there-
participate in
No.
discussions, Mesh. Just to let you know.
Does
Yeah.
it look like you could actually go inside in between those two swords? Does it look like something you could enter?
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a double door behind
There's a
them.
double door behind them.
Oh, can I just go around and look at the door then?
Well, we're trapped in the
You're
glass.
inside of the glass dome there, Cari.
ice
You're not
dome.
looking
Sorry,
at
I'm
the
having
thing,
a
are
hard
you?
time picturing this.
Cari, it's
No,
in
I'm
roll
not.
20.
Oh, okay.
This-
Literally right there.
Okay, that's the hatch.
Some reason I can't
Can I,
see
like,
it.
touch this dome? Is it actually a glass dome or is it ice?
So you touch the dome, Breker. It's not cold, but you can't touch the ice.
There it is.
There's space between your hands reaching and touching something and the ice. So your guess is that there's some invisible barrier between the ice and your hand. And the ice is just kind of naturally formed over some sort of barrier.
Is there a way to dispel this barrier then, I guess is what our next course of action is?
Shatter.
Mm,
And you just can you just smash it? But,
That's why I asked Goldy to just hit it.
yeah, Goldy has a big
And I-
axe.
just before I do anything, can I touch the glass? Feel how cold it is?
Breker literally just
Yes,
did that
it's
and
if
explained the
someone
result.
breaks
No, I'm sorry, I spaced out there.
Goldy. Breaker would like step back a little bit and be like, draw a little circle with his hand and be like, Goldy, hit that spot. Like, give it like, let's start with like 30% power on this.
My chair is slowly falling down. I feel like that's what my character would be doing. Like, I don't think I want to do this right now. All right, everyone, stand back. I'm gonna give it a reasonable touch. I'm not gonna fall forwards too much.
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes like this, so I want glass.
How are you keeping my eyes
Like-
glued on Everlast as Goldy does this to see how he
I'm going off
reacts?
to the side because the last thing I want is for it to hit and
My-
then bounce back and hit me.
My chair is still falling.
You just see him raise an eyebrow, Van. He's like, one of those type of things.
I'm
Okay.
going to stand between Goldy and the hatch to catch him. in
Goldie,
case
which
he gets
weapon are you
thrown
using
back.
for this?
You know what?
I like how I put you at a decision point when you didn't think there was one.
I'm gonna use my dagger. I have a little dagger. I'm gonna use
Oh,
that.
I got a dagger.
No, because I don't want to break the whole damn thing. I'm gonna see if I can at least just chick it. Like,
No, I think you need to smash it. We need
The
to.
reason why we asked you is because you have a big.
I have
He
reserved.
Just pulled out a dagger and are like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? What do you mean?
Back up.
Put it in the ice and then hit it.
Look, I just don't want to
Like
break
that.
something again, alright? I don't want to break
That's the whole
something.
point. You can. You need to do it with the big
Ah,
axe.
okay, fine. I'm gonna use my older axe, my Grace Keeper, as I call it.
Okay.
Okay, just for clarity's sake, I think this is more of a player issue than a character one, but like using magical weapons, they can't break. Unless it's like some anti-magic thing. So just to let you know.
I'm worried about other things breaking.
So you're
as
worried about the
opposed to-
magical weapon breaking something else.
Yeah, like
see.
I didn't mean to break. Yeah.
Okay, well, if that's the case,
we're
then the
trying to
reverse
break
is
the door
also
here,
true,
man.
right? Using something more mundane against something magical may not have any effect. So
All right, are you?
Trying not to break it by swinging an axe.
I'm
at
just
it.
will
saying
use
that
fucking-
because you will do this. There is no effect. Your dagger hits the space where your hand was, and it doesn't even seem like there's sparks or anything. It just contacts something and doesn't do anything.
Yeah, because like there's a space between. We're in a bubble, and then there's the ice wall. So we have to magically dispel this bubble.
Okay. Let me take out my magical axe, and I'll use that. Please, nothing bad happen every time.
Finally.
No, stand
You
back.
probably
Max.
do a few different swings, like Breker said. 20%, 50%, 70% full swing. Every time you incrementally increase your swing, you get more tired, like you would in combat naturally, and nothing happens. You hit the wall really hard, and nothing happens.
Have you tried with 100% power? 100%.
Yeah, he did.
I think 70%.
I appreciate that.
I
That's
think
very
you
good of you.
need 120%.
That's enough,
Have
Goldy.
Dispel magic.
something.
Does anybody here have dispel magic?
I do, but
I could.
If it works on walls of force.
I don't either, but you could try.
What's
is it
morose
like a
for
high
open?
spell? Do you not want to use it?
Is this
Open.
the same
You hear-
type of
you
wall?
hear-
Sesame.
You hear,
Oh, try knocking.
whatever her name's is, Velen's
I
orb,
said that earlier.
kind of mumble
Who said
something in
that?
the bag. It's like, and,
Professor Scan?
yeah, Scan said something, and you can't hear him.
Oh, ask Scan what he said. Also,
Really want to
Dal-
know? We don't
Dan-
have to ask him anymore. We can just ask this guy. And she points to Everlast. We don't have to deal with his attitude. We have somebody pleasant to answer.
I don't know. He's always like being 100% helpful, and Scan has an answer for us.
I already said I knocked on it earlier, but I don't know if that came through.
Gotcha.
But I probably did
Did
not
not
do anything.
No. Also, you hear Everlast say, "The time for pleasantries, I am afraid, is ended."
Wait. That doesn't sound good.
The time for pleasantries are ended. It sounds like he's gonna be mean.
Why we just say open?
The time for
Me? No, I'm not
pleasantries
going to be mean at
ended
all. I'm
means
just saying
that time
you don't
for
have to be polite anymore. You
non-pleasantries
knocked on the door to
ended.
get it up here, right? So
Okay, I'm just gonna say out loud, open.
Everlight just laughs.
Please.
Fine.
It
laughs
is
harder.
open.
So, Everlast, if
open. You need to say opposite.
someone were
It's
to
open.
want to get to that door and say there was a dome, theoretically, how would you get rid of a dome?
I love that this Everlight is just Twitch chat. He's just watching you guys like a Twitch stream, just sitting there munching on popcorn in his boxers at home. Oh no, this image is too funny.
A light bulb goes off above Devi's head, and she turns into smoke and teleports out of the area.
You can't.
And hits the wall.
So it's impervious to magic then. Can't do
Technically,
that.
I'm supposed to be able to go where I can see, so something is not right here.
Yeah.
To be fair, you can't see anything after that.
And it's just like the lightest bunk too. Like you go through and your head hits first because it's a dome. You know, you're just like,
Oh, we can't see very far here.
Actually, you know what? Hang on.
It says magically teleport up to 30 feet to
Yep.
unoccupied space.
Hang on. Stop.
hang in.
Silence. Sorry.
Watch me just like fall.
What's the...
Okay, Cari, you said it's magical teleportation.
Yes.
Where would you like to go?
In front of the door. Let me move my.
Right next to the
self.
swords?
No, I can't see the swords in this. I
That's
don't see the
by
swords.
design. They are right by the door. Literally,
so
the
right
two
here
squares
is-
where the door is, that's where they are.
The hell?
Right. So right here is safe. So yeah, I'll just go right here.
Okay, so you got out then.
Whew.
Here, I have
Hello,
I have a picture of what they look like. Actually, hang on. I just realized they're on the wrong layer. Just make sure these are not labeled. Yeah, okay. There.
What's that?
And the green.
So, Cari, you want to teleport there?
Yes.
Okay.
It's got. I have space in between where I mean, you're sounding like you're warning, so I will. If you're giving me an option, I will go here.
I just want you to be sure where you want to go.
I'll go here then.
Devii teleports through silently. You see her mist kind of just vaporize herself, and then it doesn't like do the normal thing where it snakes through things. It kind of just evaporates, and then it kind of like the mist kind of just reforms out in the other area. It goes,
hello.
He backs up a couple of steps and says, "Good luck," and disappears.
Good luck.
Huh?
And you need to roll for initiative. Everyone.
Do it.
Jodie, you're becoming robotic.
I'm just.
So
There
does
you
it
go.
Oh my god.
My thought
I've done it.
Rob?
What's that?
Where is the green?
It's above the door, Cari.
Because I'm thinking
Right here.
that green thing is gonna take down the bubble. But my initiative is 4.
I'm 16. Someone is 15 slash.
Oh god, why can't
15 slash.
why do I
I
have to do
have
it? Like,
ascended.
17.
Wait, are we all rolling or just
Everyone.
Devii?
There you go.
Everyone.
Would you want her just to roll?
yes.
Devii, you're on your own. We're just gonna stand here and watch.
This is where I say goodbye
No,
to
we-
you all and roll my new
I
character.
can't even do anything anyway.
I mean-
We're stuck.
The roll
Wow.
You have Death
This
Ward
is-
up.
and the wall. It's
I can't believe I can't believe I've rolled the lowest initiative I've ever rolled. A 1.
This might be the highest initiative I've ever rolled.
I rolled a 1 and I'm at a 10.
I'm sweet 16.
Did my detect magic go off yet, Rob, or is it mid-cast?
You're about 5 minutes in, probably, I'd say. Because Devii kind of
Okay.
teleported relatively early.
So, just to be clear, are we gonna fight 2 swords? Is that what they are?
Debbie's fine.
Well,
too,
As
so-
Devii exits
I
the
don't know
sphere, you
We're
see
gonna
these
work.
2 swords react in some way. And one of them
man.
begins to move towards Devii, and that act of aggression, before it can leave its space, begins initiative. Because it does look like it's
Okay.
twirled one direction, and the blade goes back as if it's going to take momentum to swing at Devii. So, Mesh,
How
you were the
big is this
first to act
sword?
as this reaction happens.
Ow.
So,
Oh, I
what
was
are
the
you
first?
doing?
No, I'm not first. You have to reorder.
Okay. So Van, you can act. What is your actually roll a d20 with me? We're gonna see who goes first. You were the blade. You need to beat an 8. Use your dexterity modifier to add, or your initiative bonus. Excuse me.
I'll just roll initiative a second time.
Yeah, that works.
16.
Okay, you can act first.
Okay.
I think I might back to swords.
Does it feel, since she got out, does it feel like with my spells I can pick a point outside the wall?
I might try to teleport
is a
back
very
in,
good
to be
question.
honest.
see.
You're,
Oh,
you're the
wow.
last. You're the last initiative.
Let me out! Let me out! That's pretty far.
Wait.
Is this the first time Devii has caused initiative?
I think
I need to
so.
check. I need to check my violent.
Yep.
Stop being fucking stupid.
I made a mistake. Mistakes are made.
Mistakes have been made.
So I'm gonna say.
I can do dispel magic. Can try at least.
Just a second.
No, let me in. Let me in. No, do what you want. We have to move forward somehow.
Got it. Does it look like I can dispel magic on the sword?
Okay, so because I made a small mistake by allowing teleportation through this, I don't think that you're supposed to teleport through this.
Okay. Should I just teleport back in?
I've already ruled it as a certain way, so I'm going to allow people to teleport through it. But I think that only specific things I'm going to allow to go through it, like certain teleportation style things that can do this. And you would know that this is a physical obstruction, and therefore physical obstructions grant full cover. So even though it's weird because it's invisible. You can't go through it. So because you can't physically pass through it, despite being able to see a position, you can't go through it.
Too, I don't mind going back in, but
I'm gonna here's what I'll say is I've already let you do something you already know a result, like a hidden thing that these things are gonna attack you. I don't know how obvious that was, so I'm gonna leave it up to you guys to decide what you want to do at the table. If you wanted to roll this back, and we'll just keep the initiative order for the next time.
You could just have me freak out and teleport back.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I think that it's only fair that Devii uses her teleport regardless. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know.
All right. Then I will eliminate the turn order, but it does remember your initiative.
Is this a wall of force?
This is a
You have like 3 people. You've encountered the invisible walls before. This is not your first rodeo. This is definitely a wall of force.
I'm gonna mark off my second teleport.
Is this
No,
more
Cari, you only have to mark off 1.
Well,
Cari, listen to your dungeon master. You only have to mark off 1.
Okay.
Because it would have been blocked and you wouldn't have had to teleport back.
Oh, so we retcon to me hitting the wall.
If you guys are okay with that, then you spend the spell or the ability and you can't get out.
It's more similar to a tiny hut, right? Mechanically, I think.
No.
It's like a reverse tiny hut though, because you can't get out.
Right.
You can't get out, but you can see out.
The old switcheroo, the reverse tiny hut.
We know that this dome doesn't completely go all the way around because we came up from underneath it. So we should just start digging under the edge of it. See if we can start just going.
Digging? What are we digging down into, Breker? I'm not standing on stone. Isn't this concrete or whatever where we are?
Do you have a pickaxe?
I got a metal pickaxe. It's a warhammer.
You can knock yourself out. Knock yourself out.
I mean, are we wanting to?
We're going through that door.
I mean, we have.
Breaker's gonna start digging, and you guys can figure out something
While
else.
he's digging, how are we gonna fight these swords?
What's wrong, Devii? Once bitten.
Ignore what he's saying. We're gonna have to.
Hear what you said. You tried to make it not mark, and I didn't hear.
He's making a stupid joke. The way we fight the swords is right. Can those swords get into this barrier? That's what I want to know. If they can get in,
We have retconned the initiative, so we don't know the 4 swords are gonna be fighting us yet.
Oh, sorry. I thought.
It's reasonable to assume that something guarding a door is going to attack you.
Yeah, it's assumed. It's still an assumption.
It's a reasonable assumption that you can be made.
I still think that somehow the green light can turn off the bubble here.
Every time Breker starts digging and hits the ground, you notice the light dim and go back. Every time a sound is made, just like dink, dink, dink. It just goes.
Maybe if we shoot the thing, then it'll break the bubble somehow.
Okay.
Once you get out, once you dig under.
5 minutes of digging and I
There's got to be something we're missing. Is there, Rob? Is there any roll I could do for a hint?
Sure. You can make an insight check.
Okay.
Or Arcana. You can roll either of those.
I'm gonna roll Arcana.
Obviously, that thing is responding to sound. Figure out whatever word we're supposed to say.
14.
Your guess is that there's not a specific thing that needs to be done for a word, but rather sound volume in general seems to not be very loud, and the louder that the sound gets, the more reaction you get out of that thing. And then
all right,
that is an Arcana check. If someone else wants to roll insight, investigation, or perception, Insight or perception will give you a different result.
And we need to start
Only
playing
one
some
person
music.
can roll, and I will not grant advantage.
Insight or perception?
Correct. Insight and perception are
guys.
effectively the same thing, so I'm only going to allow one roll for this check.
I
No
have
advantage.
a relatively good perception, but I've been rolling pretty low today. But if nobody wants to, I'll roll a
Dallan, your
perception.
check yields what I told you.
I'm waiting for my spell to end. I can't do anything until it
I will grab a different dice and I will roll.
Well, if Breker's starting to dig, I'd say Mesh, yours is probably done. This is indeed a wall of force, like easy identification. The ice itself is not magical.
I detect magic.
I know.
So,
I'm saying the detect magic would yield that the entire wall is made out of magic, easily.
right. And I'm assuming the green thing is also emitting
What's the
some
range?
magic on the wall.
What's the range from where you can stand in the wall?
Detect magic in 30 feet.
Okay, measure it out. If you got 30 feet, then I can tell you. You have to be able to reach the wall. Or the doors, rather.
25.
Yeah, should be 25.
Okay. The crystal is a mixture of two colors. One for evocation and one for abjuration.
Evocation and abjuration. What was abjuration again?
Devii, what was your perception, or is someone else rolling?
I was gonna roll,
Oh.
but then I didn't. It sounded like I wasn't supposed to roll, so I will roll now.
Keep rolling.
24.
Good enough. You can see from your position, if you kind of get through a couple of the areas in the wall of force, you can find some clarity between like some of the areas of the frost where it's not as like difficult. Looking at the crystal doesn't seem to be fully lodged into the casing that it's held in. And your guess is that something may have been damaged in the crash of the city, so that it was dislodged, or the time or something, and it might be able to be interacted with.
Once we get
I'm
the hole,
gonna
maybe you can stick Mage Hand through it.
I'm gonna see if I can just do mage hand on the other side, spawn it on the other side of the wall. Can't?
Full cover.
I told you that. She like wipes the blood off.
If you physically cannot pass
responds
through
to
the wall,
sound.
you cannot do it through magic either. Same deal.
If it responds to sound, I'm gonna tell everyone to cover their ears and cast Thunderclap.
How loud is Thunderclap?
Very loud.
100 feet. Thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away.
Are you gonna make sure that no one's next to you so you don't hurt them?
Yeah.
And then we'll just plug our
Okay,
ears.
Dallan, roll me a
I'm
d4.
knocking everyone down that
Roll me a
fucking
d6.
hole.
Roll a d6, please.
Just roll 1.
What? Really?
Okay.
Ooh.
Did it look like I get a response from anything?
Just a second, I'm reading.
Okay.
What kind of fumble madness awaits
So
you?
you cast the spell. First and foremost, the ice all around the edge just goes and shatters around the dome.
Nice.
Where is this? Hang on. Oh yeah, Cari, it's a stone fixture, not a casing. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay. When you cast Thunderclap, the light goes out. After the ice shatters, the light goes out. The dome is gone.
Cantrip for the win.
Okay, I need to know what all of you are doing in the next 6 seconds, because you have 1 round to react. before I do something.
He did that and look up.
You're looking around. Okay.
Yes.
The blades start coming towards you.
Can okay. Could I?
Can I?
Go on, sorry.
No, if you started first.
No, go. It's fine. It's fine.
Eldritch Blast, the green thing.
Okay. Breker, Cal, Goldy, Mesh, Van. What are you doing?
Yes. I'm but the dome is broken.
Oh.
The dome is broken, so can we freely move in this space in this room?
Seems to be right now.
Okay.
How wide are these?
Hang on a minute, man. Let me finish. How high is this ceiling and stuff? Is this all like
30 feet.
relatively? Okay, so what I'm seeing on the screen is roughly it's not big room, it's small.
Yeah.
So can I move outside the dome or
There is no dome.
area? I mean, like where it was. I can just move out.
Sure.
Actually, yeah.
Move your token.
I'll move outside.
I'm gonna
And,
try and dispel. Oh, sorry, I'm an idiot.
No, I was just gonna say.
You're just gonna move.
You know, just gonna move and look around a bit. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Breker next. Breker, what are you doing?
I will put myself in between the threat and our squishy people.
Okay, please move your
Yay.
speed at most where you want to go. Goldy, where are you going?
Yay, squishies!
I had a hunch.
Or what are you doing, rather?
Could I lunge towards one of the swords and try to just attack it with my axe, but not aiming for the blade, but aiming towards where I think an invisible person would be holding the blade?
Sure, please move your token your speed before you do so. Devii, also please move your token where you would like to go if you're going to cast the spell outside of the dome. Otherwise, if you want to stay inside where it was, you can stay there.
Where's the green thing is here, right?
It's above the door, Cari.
Yeah, I have a 240 foot.
I understand that, but if you would like to leave the dome space, you need to tell me or move.
No,
Otherwise, if you want to stay there, that's fine.
I'm staying right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Goldie's moved. Mesh, you're next. Then Van.
How wide do these swords? Are they like human size?
Great sword size.
Great sword size, and they're floating, right?
Correct.
Roughly. Okay. I am going to. Nah, I don't want to waste it. Never mind. I'll just move my guy. I'll circle around over here. Wait for something to happen, because I have an idea.
Dallan leaves the circle over here. Dallan, what does Van do?
I'm gonna step over here. I'm going to try and hit one of them with dispel magic from the.
Oh.
We are spread out.
That's 3rd level and below, and then the DC thing.
Okay. If you're gonna cast magic, we're gonna wait for those things to be on your turns. But I'm allowing a free movement round for this one. So, is everyone happy with the results of what they decided to do?
Can I hold as?
No.
No, nothing. Okay.
You can tell me your intention, but I'm basically only letting you move.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Everyone happy? No objections?
I'm not happy. I wanted.
Now.
I wanted to like ready my my sword ready in action, but.
Well, there's no ready actions when there's aggression because that's initiative. So if you guys want to be aggressive, that's initiative.
All right, I will refrain from being aggressive right now. I was just going to see what happens next.
Yeah. Well, you guys know that if you don't make an act of aggression, which you do, because Devi's already said she's casting a spell, that these will.
I'm lunging as well. Remember?
Being aggressive, man. Okay, well then, can I be aggressive as well?
Yes, you can, but you still can't attack right now.
Oh no! I don't want to. No, sorry. I don't want to attack. I just want to like ready myself.
I mean, that's an assumption. Yeah, that's what the initiative's for. So, everyone is ready for combat. Then the blades also begin to move, and that's initiative. As initiative starts, the dome reforms, Devii, and you're sealed.
Wait, what? What for?
Van, it is now your turn. We've already resolved who goes first, so you're
no,
up.
I'm just not.
Dispel magic.
The fight.
Okay, I need to get this first.
On the dome or on the
sword? Which sword?
Devi's locked
The left
out.
one.
I shoot Eldritch Blast and it bounces off the edge and it's...
Smacks you in the head.
Breker would look back at Devii and point at the hole.
It's not big enough yet.
You and mime digging.
I have Thunderwave. I'll cast Thunderwave.
Thunderwave. Thunderwave. Thunderwave.
I know what you're doing, but not now.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just revolving this to see if how your spell interacts with this.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm sick of looking up rules. I'm gonna rule something because I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
Dallan, what level are you casting it?
It's 3rd.
Okay, please make a spell attack roll. This is not how this is supposed to work, but I want the spell to go without being wasted.
So it's gonna be, no wait. Yeah, this plus 9, let's see. So 24.
Okay, that is a hit. Please roll. What was the spell level again? 3rd or 4th?
3rd.
Okay, please roll 3d12.
Ooh, nice. 22. Yeah,
This is the one on the right or the left?
Left.
So you cast the spell magic on the sword on the left of the screen, your right in the game. And as you do, you notice that the spell that you're trying to cast has a very difficult time grasping and breaking this, but somehow part of the hilt seems to just like disintegrate for a brief moment, and you notice this thing kind of reacting before kind of chiseling its form back into that space to fill it. Noticing that this thing took something, but you took something away from it from the dispel magic, but it is indeed ineffectual in its full effect. The spell is spent, and it does seem to do something, but not necessarily what you were intending.
Okay. Then I'm gonna move behind the dome over here.
Okie dokie.
On this side.
You finished?
Yep.
Righty. I am going to roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm gonna roll a d8. Okay, in order on the stream: Devii, Breker, Chow, Goldy, Mesh, Van, and then Velen as 7. If I roll 8, I just re-roll. Number is 6. Devii, Breker, Chow, Goldy, Mesh, Van. It's coming for you, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. You're no longer in range.
You gotta go for the healer.
So the next person that is closest in both. I'll just go with whoever's aggression is here. Goldy and Breker, please roll d20. We'll just have you guys do rollies, and then I'll figure out which one you do.
That.
Whoever rolls lower.
10.
11.
Oh my god! All right, comes for Breker. The blade of disaster floats soundlessly through the air, and you actually hear a little bit of sound being taken away as it floats through the air towards you. As it does, the sword does not make a slash. It merely looks like a pin arrow as it shoots towards you like a spear.
Spirit sword.
Is it going towards all of us or just one? Just Golden. So,
All right, that is an 11 to hit.
11 does not hit.
All right, Chalcedony, it is your turn.
I don't think 11 hits any of us.
So maybe.
No.
my turn. Have I been attacked, or
Not yet.
they just ignored me? Okay, they ignored me.
Soon.
Okay, no, not soon. Okay, first. Oh, they did move then.
How are you?
Okay, I moved from my current position. Oh, the other one hasn't attacked. What are you saying?
Not yet.
Okay. Alright, then I'll move from my current position. Wait, hang on, how long is it? I can move that far, right? If each one's 5. Is it 5? Everyone's 5 foot?
You have to go around it, so you have to do the mapping that way.
Hole that Breker died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go, nice.
35 or 30, yeah, because I have, or 30.
Yep.
30, so I go. Oops, oh, wait, hang on. Don't do that. What's this one back? Okay, so I'm gonna move to there. Why does it leave the arrow on the screen? Get rid of it.
You have to lift.
I have to lift.
The mouse.
Oh, there we go.
Or
It's got a little
about
there.
even lift.
Okay, so
Just now.
I've done it.
In.
Right. Okay, is it can I do something a little different? I don't know if this is
Make
possible.
the request
Is it
and we'll
possi-
see. What do you wanna
Okay,
do?
is it possible? Is it possible to grapple the sword with the intention to grab the hilt?
You can try.
Okay, I'd like to do that. Which check is it?
That will be an athletics check. Grapple. Posed by
Athletics.
the creature's score.
Okay, I rolled 19.
Okay. You reach out towards the creature or blade, and as you reach towards the endless void of blackness, your hand grips the hilt and passes through it.
No! It's like intangible? What? Hang on, did it hit someone though? It hit someone, didn't it?
No, it didn't. It swung to, but it missed the AC. He rolled an 11.
So either I just can't touch it, or it's like, obviously it's magic, so...
Your hand passed
nobody
straight
can-
through it.
I passed straight through it, so I'm like, I whiff like that, because I tried to grab it. Oh, I was like, oh, it was, it was worth a try. I don't know. Okay, so I tried to grab it with my hands. Can I just try and, like, hit it with one of my scimitars?
Yep. You've used one attack action on the grapple, so you have another one with a scimitar. Go for it.
Okay, so that is a 17 to hit.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
Damage is 10.
Okay, yeah, it takes all the damage. Very nice.
So hang on. So what happens when I hit it then? Does it like
So
does my
it's
scimitar?
this very strange thing. It's kind of like passing your sword through water. It like hits something and then kind of just slides through. Maybe it's like a thick thing of like butter. You like hit something, it's much smaller, and then you kind of like grind through it and pass through, and you notice that there's like part of the blackness has been cut, and then there's like this space between them that kind of just stitches back out and blacks out that space of reality.
Okay, so there is some. It's not like when I tried to grab it. There's some resistance.
Some resistance, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Okay. I've Lucy.
You clearly attacked the blade, so yeah.
Is it possible to use a bonus action? I don't think there's anything I can do really.
I don't see why not.
Well, I don't have a useful bonus action right now, but I think I will hold my position actually.
Well,
I'll hold my position.
Your second hand has a scimitar in it for a bonus action. You always have another weapon swing as your bonus.
Right, but I thought a bonus action just swing at it again. I don't know, man. It just doesn't seem to have much of an effect.
You don't have to if you don't want to. I'm just telling you what your bonus actions are.
But I'm just thinking like, it'd be more useful if it tried to attack me, because then I've got some stuff I can like use, but it hasn't done that yet.
That's right.
So, alright, okay, I'll use the bonus action. I will use the bonus action.
Make an attack roll.
And make an attack roll. 29.
That's a hit in most universes.
Okay.
Oh, fuck those other universes.
Can
there is an armor attack.
Passing your blade through this one again also seems to take it out, and this time as you slice through it, you notice that the pieces that it's been taken out from the different things, the hilt with Dallan's Dispel Magic, your slice in two different areas with your scimitars, it seems to be having some difficulty holding the form together.
Okay,
seems to
so
be
it's
disjointed but
affect
kind
it,
of moving as one unit, but there's pockets of spaces that seem to be missing from the blade.
Oh, it's starting to have an effect then. Alright then, I'll hold my position.
Dallan will follow suit and cast a cantrip. If a natural 16 is going to hit, I believe it's just 2d8, so I'll just roll those. 1, incredible. 5, 6 damage, cold damage. And it cannot heal around with a cold grasp, or whatever it's called, necrotic hand comes out. I don't like this. Goldy, you now start your turn, and as you do, the living blade of disaster strikes you, immediately noticing that you're about to get ready to attack it, and it tries to pierce you immediately. And with a natural 18 on the die, that is definitely going to hit you.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my god, you were so... Wait. Natural 18?
That's what you said, wasn't it?
Curious, is Hachi is like hot, kind of the same as the katakana, right? Hachi? Yeah. I am very, you are in fact not lucky. I'm very sorry.
What happened?
You're fucking dead, bud.
Already?
You're fucking dead.
No, he can't be dead.
That's it. It's called the blade of disaster. What do you?
Well, that doesn't sound good, admittedly.
That sounds bad.
Oh my god, Abdul got a shundo.
Good for Abdul. I don't care right now. I'm about to die.
So the description says plus something to hit with the range, and it tells you what the average damage is and how many dice that you need to roll. And that it will be dealing force damage to you, Goldy. However, unless the living spell rolls an 18 or higher on the d20, in which case the attack is considered a critical hit. And does 12 d12 damage.
Silvery barbs?
Yep,
So you're fucking dead, bud.
You said it's 12?
So does Silvery Barb state after I have already hit with the casting of my attack?
I was waiting for the sound of it's a critical hit before I do it. You magically distract the triggering creature and turn its momentary uncertainty into encouragement for another creature. The triggering creature must reroll the d20 and use the roll order.
I honestly think this spell is incredibly broken.
It is.
I mean, out of all of us, I'm glad I'm the one that's taking it. I am the chunky monkey.
Silvery
That's also
Barbs can
interesting.
eat Chris, and so that's what we're seeing. Is that what's gonna happen?
It's more of like the trigger that I'm looking for.
The trigger is when you succeed on
The
an attack roll.
succession
or
of
ability.
an attack roll, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm already clicking on the damage points.
I can
Okay, I'm
teleport
gonna
as a
reroll it.
reaction, but I.
That's fine.
Well, I was.
Oh, it's 'cause it's between us
Okay,
today.
Goldy,
I get
does
it.
a 15 hit you?
No, I've got 16 armor class.
Okay, it's now your turn.
Advantage on
Wait,
myself.
so it's
It didn't hit.
it didn't hit. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
You saw,
Oh,
you saw
okay.
your life flash before you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
good.
you had a mental image where this thing pierces your throat and uses your Adam's
Okay.
apple like a skewered piece of egg.
Okay, you're being too nice. I imagined my forehead just right through.
Oh no.
Okay. All right.
Do you have? No. Okay.
I was gonna say, while I was running, I was paying attention to my comrades because I was going in for a test and noticing how Cal could not grasp anything. I'm gonna do that. Okay, it's just.
Well, I went for the hilt. So specifically, I tried the hilt. I didn't try the.
So yeah, sorry, the hilt.
Yeah.
So like, I'm gonna do this like, okay, hitting the air will do. I'm gonna aim at the blade while raging up and hopefully do something.
Rage up.
So rage up. I'm going to attack. How big are these axes? They ain't giant, are they?
They're the same size as you. It looks like.
That-
Well, like at least 6 feet tall, right?
okay, I'm just gonna attack.
They're swords. If
I've
that
answered this question 3 times.
I'm sorry. I'm
They're
gonna
the
attack.
size of great swords.
I'm gonna do some reckless abandonment on these motherfuckers.
Let's go.
18.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
9. That's weak. I'm doing it again. $28
a lot better.
To hit?
to hit.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Roll damage.
17.
Okay. Same deal as before. It's starting to lose some of its form on your swings. Is that all you are going to do for your turn?
Okay. I am going to move just here in between the two. Oh,
Okay.
I can't in between the line. Okay, I'll just stand there. Yeah, it'll be fine. The other one's gone.
All right. Breker, as you start your turn, this Blade of Disaster is going to try to strike you before you can act with its reaction. That's definitely a miss. It's like a 10. All right, your turn.
I'm gonna give it the old 1-2 smack.
Alrighty.
Smack.
Let's see it.
Does a 14 hit?
14 just hits.
That's... I didn't specify. I'll say the second one is the lightning. So 3 physical, 7 lightning. Plus another 3, so 13.
Can you give me all that together?
13.
That's the first attack?
Yes.
Okay. Done. It takes all the damage. And the lightning seems to
19.
crackle its form a little bit pieces apart. What would you say your next one was to hit?
The second was a 19 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
One sec, I'm struggling here.
It's all right. What's your minimum damage? Maybe I can help you out.
5. 6 is the minimum, 7 is the minimum.
Okay, that's enough. You don't have to roll. It does crackling the energy. The brightness seems to push the rift back together for the blade, dissipating it. And it just vanishes. It's gone.
Breker is suspicious.
It's almost like when you hit it, it basically had like a similar effect to banishment, but it's like the form of the spell just can't hold anymore. It just kind of like pieces of it break, and then it's just no longer there.
I will move closer
It's
to
now
the
a
other
dead
sword
spell.
and then call out, someone see if we can destroy that gem that's above the door.
That's what my intention was, but
And we can't hear anything. It's just
Oh, is she silenced?
Breker
Is she
will
silenced?
back at the hole and I'm digging again.
Oh, you can point. You can point.
Devii, you're just Cloud in the tent. What? We can't hear you.
Then.
With the pay charades. We need to do those tattoo things later when I get time.
You are unaudible.
Inaudible.
Thank you. Sorry.
Okay, so this is not a a first level spell, right, Mesh? That you had to use.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so you did use a first level for that. That's... All right. So
Yeah,
Mesh is.
she's like flailing, turns over, looks at Breker, digging. She's like,
Yeah, Mesh,
What
you're
are you
up.
digging with?
Okay, since it's only one left, run up to it, stab. Let's see. First would be advantage from silvery barbs. That is, what's my plus? 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. The blue one is gonna be the ice damage.
Sheesh. I'm seeing an article here where it's like, I've never restricted to publish 5e content at my gaming table. I've never restricted or banned anything, but silvery barbs is the first thing I'm banning. Jeez, right. I kind of feel the same way, honestly. Like, this thing has a 95% success rate at negating critical hits.
Yeah.
And 2 of you have it. Which means it's a 100% chance it's gonna happen.
who else has it?
You had it, I think you removed it, so it's just me.
It.
Yeah, you used to have
you
it. I thought
removed
you
it.
still did. Okay.
23 plus 23 slashing damage and 3 ice damage.
Okay, it takes all the damage, I'm pretty sure.
Take it out.
Okay, second hit.
The first weapon is with the magical dagger, yeah?
Yeah, this is second is non-magical. That is 24 to hit.
It passes straight through it. No effect.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I can do. Bonus action.
All right, this one took a lot of damage from Mesh, so it has a new target. It's going to attack you.
Thanks, Mash.
16?
Barely hits.
Wait, hang on. I think I did bad math. I'm not rolling very well tonight. Uh, 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. It is done. Devii. You're trapped. What are you doing? Sorry, babe.
Well,
You
I
went from the
know
only
that-
person that was going to get nuked to the only person that's not going to get touched.
I know, right?
My, how the turntables.
Can I do Toll the
Dallan, you're muted for that comment. I could tell you're trying to say something.
You already know what I said.
I do.
The beauty of me, there's no surprise.
So...
Cari, yeah, you figured it out. I think you know you can't do anything here.
Well, I have spells where I can make sound. So...
Like what? What are you gonna try?
Can I cast my spiritual weapon and around? No, I'm joking.
Ow.
Oh, do I have to go all the way up?
Keeps going up in spell levels. Oh no.
I don't think I have
Laughs and counterspell.
anything until yeah, 5th level destructive wave. I think I'll pass.
Okay.
I'll just be like,
Okay. It's gonna be Van's turn if you can't do anything then.
yeah, I can't do anything.
Okay. Van, you're up.
Fine. It's not dead yet.
Correct. Not dead yet.
Hot needs a couple of more whackings.
Can I cause bubble?
Emotional damage.
I get within 15 feet of it. Let's see. I was. You. Fuck you. Fuck you. Get out of here, everything.
Here's all my foster kids.
3, 4, 5, 6. That is not 15 feet. Sad. Well. I'm gonna throw a dagger at it. Oh wait, no, that won't do anything. Uh-oh. All my friends are around it, and I don't want them to die. So that's anything. Not my 5th level spell, for sure.
Sit down on the ground.
Nope. Okay.
Devii just starts spanking
That's it.
tea.
I have nothing.
Okay, Cal.
Cantrip? No cantrips either?
My cantrips
Wait a second, is
are
Cal's
5 and
Cal's
15
weapons
feet,
are not
respectively.
magical, correct?
I'm muted.
No.
I don't know if they're technically
Damn, I missed
magical, but I did enhance them. I don't know if that's magical or not.
No. No, you got sharpening oil. Yeah, that's my fault. Those should have done 0 damage. That's alright.
Mm-hmm.
No, my weapons have some enhancement.
I know what your weapons have, Jodie. It doesn't make them magical.
Oh, what? That's damn negligence. It's nothing to do with me.
What?
You absolutely forgot. It's not my fault, is it? I don't know what I do. What was I gonna say now? I did
Not taking
one
away
thing...
what you've already done, so it's fine.
Okay.
But even in the future now.
Like,
Yes, so which what?
you know,
Which I have
keep
to
track
rethink.
of all of your shit and mine. So sue me.
I keep track of my shit, Bob, unlike some people. Okay, so
Okay.
Do you?
let me do action, okay? I'll do my action. Okay, so I think there's one sword left, right? Okay, so it's one.
Tell me.
No, I'm just looking up. Look at the screen, Rob. No one on me. This is what's happened now. I'm getting attacked. Okay, okay, what I want to do then instead, since my thing's not going to have an effect, I want to. So if I have a thing that I have stuff to use against magical attacks on me, right?
That's for saving throws, I believe, if you're talking about your satyr heritage.
I wasn't talking about that. I have something else as well.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, so I have a thing called Cari and also Mage Slayer attack. But
So neither of those things apply in this situation.
Yeah.
Well, because I just as a creature. Well, I guess it's not a creature. Alright,
It has nothing to do
one...
with the fact that it's a creature and everything to do with your swords not being able to hurt it.
Huh. If I may, I tried that already. You can't make a martial attack, like a physical attack. like when I tried to grab
You
it,
can
I
try
couldn't grab
anything. I'll tell you that. You can try anything you want. You may not know what the result will be.
it. Okay, then.
Trying does not mean it's succeeding, though.
Correct. Yeah.
Sure.
There's a fair bit of experimentation that must go out there.
Okay, let me just look at this thing. Who must I...
And be like,
Right, okay. Then the best thing for me to do probably to, if maybe I can assist somebody instead of trying to directly attack myself. So,
Ooh. That sounds like a good option.
okay, yeah. So can I then move? Well, I will move to. Oh, no, not the whole thing. My character. Okay, I want to move next to Mesh, and I'm gonna help him when he does his magical attacks. When he does something.
You can go here, here, or here if you want to be next to Mesh. Goldy is in this space.
Oh, is he in that? Okay, I'll stand there, yeah, behind him then.
All right, so you're giving the help action to Meshadieme. Sounds good.
So doing the help
I'm
action.
laughing at Goldy.
What was he doing?
Cute little. What?
Oh, okay. I couldn't see because I'm looking at this the other thing. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna wait and get a use the help action for Mesh. Yeah.
Goldy, it looked like you were like this.
Yeah, it was. It was.
I read you right then.
Okay, Velen just kind of does the same thing again and doesn't really do a whole lot of damage. Does 3 damage and it cannot heal. Goldy, you start your turn.
Yay.
As you start your turn, it attacks you.
Oh. Oh no.
24 to hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
Waiting.
Yep.
Okay, I don't have to reroll the dice. My silvery overlords. Okay.
I'm not at the fire, am I yet?
Okay. All right, you guys do the math for me. What is 8 times 2 plus 12?
I don't know.
16, 28. Damn it, Mesh. Yeah.
Okay, that is what you're going to subtract from your hit points. As this thing whips around
man.
as you basically pull back your axe and it pierces underneath of your arm. Just force damage. Cannot be affected by your rage. It actually goes through your rage.
Owies.
Your turn.
Oh,
The preemptive
a
strike.
lot of damage.
That's my favorite arm. Alright, I'm gonna swing at it.
You swing.
I'm gonna swing recklessly too.
All right, with advantage.
Dirty.
Okay, damage, please.
Can the dice move out the way, please?
Completely forgot.
Okay, I think I got it. 14.
Okay. You cleave this thing basically as it pulls back. You take it from point tip to hilt tip, just bisect it the most narrow way to go, long ways. And feeling the raging pain in your shoulder as you kind of go through it, you kind of just tough through the pain, and this thing is vaporized. You are all out of initiative. Devii is still trapped, and we go on a break. See you guys in just a short bit.
Thank God.
Yay.
I need to pee.
I keep
Okay.
forgetting.
All right.
I could have died today.
man.
It's been a minute since I've had a very clear near-miss experience.
But for 2 sessions, I've been thinking I want to start using the new mechanics from 1E, and I keep forgetting to start doing that.
Fuck's sake, Abdul. Like, say happy birthday first and then present your shundo. The fuck?
It's funny.
Oh, I said that on stream as well. That is forever. That's forever existing on the internet now.
I'll just make you cover it.
Oh, no wonder you
I
found it.
cut them up 2 days ago. I cut them up 2 days ago. Monday?
Yeah, cut him up.
Yeah, but they usually last just fine. Oh, this one.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'm doing VP. Wow.
Yeah. It is VP. Yeah, it was VP. Why's my Google Maps not showing it?
It's literally mansion. It's literally mansion.
Okay, cool. Can't see. It's just a giant mess. There were two.
Yeah. No.
Is it the same one? Yeah, CCP 73 and another one that's 448. There were two hundos in the mansion.
Wow. The one time we skip.
But to be fair, it is a classic one. We don't actually care that badly about it.
Yeah.
Look,
but Shando would be nice.
Yeah, it would have been nice. I almost died.
Worth it. Almost dying is worth it.
My native experience was worth it, guys. Ooh, look at all the sign languages.
Actually, surprisingly, I'm learning sign language.
Yay! That's one of the best languages that you can learn. Is that for a family member or for...
No reason. Just decided to try.
Cool. That's very cool.
Got so little to do when I'm at night shift, so I just pick something to do.
Ah. Hi. I was really hoping that there was something invisible holding the blades. Oh well.
I was really hoping that you would lunge to attack and fall on your face.
I almost
Those
died.
are definitely a glass cannon situation where it's like, if this hits and it hits hard, you're toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Goldy, I was gonna roll 12d12 on you.
Yeah.
You're fucking welcome.
That's 144 damn it, hit points.
Also,
yeah.
I think unless we get a so if the campaign here finishes before I shouldn't say finish. If the Icewind Dale section finishes before Christmas, we should get a couple like updates around Christmas, New Year's for the new phase of D&D or whatever. If they don't do anything about Silvery Barbs by then, I'm gonna ban it. It's not a fun mechanic for everyone at the table.
Can you change it?
I'll let him change it for anything. Yeah, that's fine.
Make some limitations.
No,
Put some
it's
limitations
gone.
on it.
No,
Make some limitations.
absolutely not.
It's fucking dead.
It is the most broken spell. It's like your dungeon master succeeds on anything you don't like and they're within 60 feet. It's no.
Mm-hmm.
And then not only does that get to be something that you just snatch away, but you get an advantage on the next roll with another person, including yourself, if you like.
Mm-hmm.
It is the most powerful thing in the entire game.
I literally told you this when I was picking it. Are you sure you're allowing this in the campaign?
It's the first time I had to allow it just to see if I wanted to take it away. I think it probably would be okay if it was like the other thing I'm thinking of is like you thought it was the threat enough to use it, and if you're using it here, you won't have that potentially that spell slot for something else later. So there is some cost, but that spell with that effect should be a 3rd level spell. I think if I'm gonna do anything, I'm gonna make that a 3rd level spell at the very least. If you guys really want to use it,
That's understandable. That's understandable. Here's the thing, Rob. The last 2 times I tried to stop criticals on you, you still hit a critical.
I know that's the craziest part, honestly. I've rolled like outside of that 18, I rolled a 19 for Velen and a 12 on the die for Velen, which is over a 20 for her spell attack roll. I rolled like a 4, an 8, a 6, and a 10, and none of them hit you guys. Also, I hit the 2 people with like the highest armor class as well, so that didn't help, but that's how it is sometimes. It's okay. These things are the way they are. It's okay.
I'm just glad I'm still here.
It's meant to be a quick thing. I don't think you would have died 12d12, but it would have hurt a fuck ton.
That's 144 points of damage. I only have 120.
That's not average damage, Goalie. It's never gonna be that high.
I know, but there's a
if I give you 100, if I hit you for 120, if I hit you for 110 or more damage, I need to go buy a lotto ticket now.
I'm just saying, there's a universe out there where the probability said that you got all of them. So
no.
Bro, playing martial characters is wild because if you crit,
I'm really curious at that.
You're toasting stuff because I'm playing kind of one, but I'm playing a Blood Hunter in Curse of Strahd, and he's just been popping off with hits and crits, and like, it feels great to do damage. I've never played a martial character before, really, so
yeah.
It's fun.
I
was like, why would I ever do that when I can use magic? And I'm like, or I could just shoot stuff.
Yeah, magic I feel like is just better for solving problems, but you know, I enjoy the creativity of playing a monk and like trying to think about all of the different sequences. Like, so I'm a big Rurouni Kenshin fan.
Sword.
And Yu Yu Hakusho, and I love that in those two shows they put a really big significance on fighting styles. Like, they talk about this is how they fight, this is the techniques that they're using, this is the master of this form, you know, they're attacking in a very specific way. Like, it's just really nice to know that when you watch like a bunch of TV programs that have a bunch of samurais just kind of killing each other, they do cool stuff and they have cool fighting scenes, right? Like in Demon Slayer, for example. But in Rurouni Kenshin, every single person that fights a different way, and they all use the same swords. But it's like showcasing like, so like Kenshin Imura uses like the Hiten Mitsurugi style, and Saito uses this like left-handed jabbing style, and this other kid uses a speed style, and then so and so uses a serrated sword. Like, it's just very particular things that I really liked. So like when I'm playing my monk, it's like, okay, well, he's all about fighting in a very efficient kind of machine-based learned thing because he's a warforged. There's no wasted movement. He doesn't flourish his stuff like a street performer with a fan sword, you know. He's there for a killing blow and knocking people's pressure points. It's really fun to play that out. It's like, well, what's the most natural way to fight next? Like, if he's a machine that's hitting four times a turn, how does he do it? You know, what does that look like? Does he just look like a Beyblade, or he just spins around because he has joints? I don't know.
The Curse of Strahd game does have a problem. We have no spellcasters.
Yo, that's crazy cool though.
Is a ranger. That's what we have.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
That's like a traditional vampire hunter party, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I've always wanted to do a Curse of Strahd campaign with only blood hunters and think that would be amazing.
Yeah, the blood hunter class. So the thing with mine right now is I picked the Lycan, but because of stuff in Curse of Strahd, he's a were-raven instead.
That's cool.
And what makes that interesting is the rest of the party's families, the reason they're in Barovia is families were murdered by werewolves, which I think is going to create... So they don't know that I'm aware of something yet. So I've been using half of my class this whole time for the last 6 sessions.
Handicap.
Lo and behold, they're watching the stream and now they know.
No, they are not watching the stream.
Very nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now it's gonna create an interesting social situation. One, when they find out, and two, it'll be nice to be able to use the rest of my class.
Well, I'm pretty sure that like the were-ravens and the were-tigers and the were-bears and the were-boars are still categorically the same, but have different like roots. You know what I mean? So they still have the were-curse, but
where it's
in Strahd, the ravens are very different.
They have a hard time trusting my character anyway because of the situation.
Right.
So what will that do?
And that's Barovia. Hard to trust.
I have a hard time because like Curse of Strahd, like, I love that type of setting and I think it would be so
fucking awesome
through it. But at the same time, I don't want to have to create multiple characters to bring. Like, I want to play through it and
with
have
one character.
my character go all the way through it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
my blood hunter, I have 0 in Constitution, so he is like full glass cannon. It's really fun. Because like I got surrounded last session, and I was like,
you have to
one attack, I'm half dead. Like that's it.
You have to hurt yourself in order to attack people.
Yeah, and that too.
All right, I think everyone's back. If you guys are ready to get back into it, if that's okay. Oh shoot, this is combat music. I need the ambient music. Sorry.
Still.
All right. Devii trapped inside of a bubble. Ice shattered across the floor. A fresh wound in Goldy's underarm that almost missed his heart. And the flickering light as the blades clash in combat. What would you like to do? As the room falls quiet and Everlight reappears.
To let Devii out.
I move back and let Van do the thunderclap.
Just to bounce on the strings
with
it, just like... Open. I don't know where my physical dice are right now.
That's fine. If you want me to roll for you, I can always do that. Okay. Devii, you have 4 rounds of combat to get out.
Oh, I only got 1 round of combat.
Otherwise, it would have been really funny if you guys try to stay in there. Those things come after you, and they have their you guys do the whole combat sequence, and then it finishes, and then the bubble just goes and goes back.
Doesn't the spell? Because I've read that one before. Doesn't it say that the swords can pass through wall of force?
Yes, it does.
I'm free.
Yeah.
But your characters don't know that, and they still don't.
Nope. They still don't. But as players, you can think about how upsetting that could be.
I decided to make a very particular decision with how I was going to approach this room.
And Goldy's going to just... Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm just going to just very quietly just grasp my neck. Why does it feel weird here when I got stabbed over there?
Yeah, you saw your life flash before your eyes. Yeah.
Some weird kind of psychological damage that I don't understand this. I'm just gonna... Yeah, is everyone okay?
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I feel great.
Investigating the door. Is it open, locked? What's traps? That's an 8 plus 9, so 17.
D&D, if you guys are going to make these books, you really need to tell us every single door what the sequence is, because it's really pissing me off that there's no information about the doors. Okay, same as the front entrance, they're enchanted oak, fitted inside of animatine locks and hinges. The door does seem to be unlocked if you try the handle safely. Are you what else did you inspect? Sorry.
Traps.
What did you roll?
A 17.
Okay, that was the DC. Well done. Actually, Mesh, you didn't take any damage in that fight, right?
Yep.
Okay. You still have a concentration going because Silvery Barbs is not concentration from memory.
I used the advantage already.
Correct, but because it's not concentration, you still have detect magic going.
Right, I have detect magic.
Okay. So you can see a thin, bright line coming from underneath of the door beyond it. Of some kind of magic in the inspection. And you are able to deduce with a 17 that the door is not linked to whatever this potential trap is, but the magic line is... type is it? is odd. It's a transmutation color, which I believe is orange.
Is there some kind of trigger behind the door, or the door is safe?
And of course, you still see that the crystal above had the 2 schools of magic and is now bright again.
Yeah.
As the couple of seconds pass after Vanvalor's thunderclap.
Right.
Can we do something with the crystal?
What do you want to do with the crystal? I think it just connected to the dome.
Can we turn it off or something?
Oh,
I don't know. How do we even propose to do that?
It's above the door frame.
It looks a little loose. You might be able to.
Like a light bulb that I'm not aware of in this universe.
Yeah, screw it out.
Goldy, boost me up there. Let me try to take it.
Yeah, all right. I see no harm with this.
Interestingly enough, there's no issue. Breker, you reach up there and it is about as loose as a loose screw that is just about to pop out with a hand kind of undoing, but you don't even have to rotate it. You can just go and pops right out. It's like a, think of it like a one of those shaved really large ice cubes that is inside like the perfect fit type of like a old-fashioned drink glass where they're like just the perfect fit of the ice cube. It's just like that in the casing, where it's just like you only have to rotate it just enough so that it fits out of the casing, and the casing's got a large crack in it at the top, and the base of it is what's holding it in. And as you remove it, you get a 1 pound object that is tiny, fits in your hand, a little bit bigger than a baseball, maybe closer to a softball size. And as you pull it out, the light vanishes from it, the magic emitting from it is gone, and the dome disappears permanently.
Yay.
Okay, we got treasure and a way out. Excellent.
And now it just looks like a dormant crystal that might be able to be affixed as like a spell focus, you're guessing, but you don't know. You don't know a lot of like how the enchantment process works.
Excellent.
Neat.
It does look like you can destroy it though. Like, your guess is if you put it on the ground and pulled out your mundane hammer, you could probably smash it into a bazillion pieces.
Cal, could you whip out that jeweler's kit and see if it's valuable at all?
Uh-huh.
Chuck it
Yes.
Gold, approximately.
Oh, God. Okay, well, I will give you an approximation in gold. Okay, can I...
I mean, is this surprising?
In gold.
I don't know what we're going to be spending all this gold on. I don't know why you're holding it, but yes, I will do an appraisal of the...
Yeah, give me your appraisal skill, whatever you got set up in your character sheet.
It's just called... Oh, fuck. I got like a 2. I know. I guess it's no, I get a plus bonus on that one. It's a 7. I was really bad.
7
I rolled
total?
really badly.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is probably a bit out of your territory. This looks like something that wizards might use, and it mainly because you're like, this doesn't really hold any value in of itself. But your guess is that
if you say it doesn't hold any value, Breker would just drop it.
No.
Yeah.
No, it holds value, but its value isn't monetary. It's more in its usefulness.
Magical holding capabilities is your guess. But yeah,
Yeah.
you can't actually appraise this. You're not sure.
Dive.
Breker, no, I wouldn't drop it. I would just like, if it's useful for magic, I just like slap it into Van's chest.
Well, it might not be worth that
There you go,
much
maybe you can
in
find
money.
something for it.
It's reasonable to assume that it was like a power source, something, but you don't know if the power source is inside of it or is just like, I don't know. I'm
So it's
like
like you
playing way
moved
too much
a
Minecraft. It's like
battery or
redstone. I don't know.
It's something like that. It was powering that dome somehow, so.
Add it to my inventory.
Inventory? Yeah, you can just
Debbie's
put
gonna be like,
a baseball
Oh,
crystal or
that's bad.
whatever works for you.
Everlast, where are you?
Hang on to it because it might be useful.
He has some satyr horns as he appears.
Where?
Thank
Hang on, what the hell? What
do you think that it is? Not?
They do.
Because mine fell off. If you recall.
They grew back, I think.
I'd give them back if I
I just
could.
have like teeny
little baby horns.
I don't know how fast Satan horns grow.
I think they look nice up here, but they're a little presumptuous without the legs, so... Like, waves his hand and makes them disappear.
Well, okay, we're good for you.
Oh shit, sorry, I hit the wrong button.
I should be like...
Get the off my head.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Do not entertain now.
So where was you the whole time that was going on?
Close.
I realized the whole time we was fighting those swords, where was you? You just disappeared.
I'm still here, just... I figured that you didn't want the pressure of me standing in a space that you could occupy.
You just watching us die, yeah? Like, because we could have died by
What do you propose I do? Not my job?
You could have helped us, you know? You could, out of the goodness of your non-heart, I guess.
Wait to rewrite your spell because I know like you're a spell, so you.
I gotta go talk to Big Boss Man. He can probably do it.
Wait, is the Big Boss Man alive still?
Great question.
Is Big Boss Man a giant floating head?
Even a better question.
Head?
Thank you.
What's behind this door? I can see some magic back there.
Ooh. You are a magical practitioner, I see.
Yeah.
Blackie pops up.
The hell is that?
It's my familiar.
Oh.
I love how you asked that. Meanwhile, there's like a floating rabbit.
You forget, Cari, those were normal for them.
True.
Oh yeah, because they had them. We got them from.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything you guys think is fantastical is
like,
weird. It was normal for
like,
them.
Mm.
Well, I can't tell you what it is, but that next room is certainly going to give you some interesting
I thought you were our friend.
circumstances. I am, but my code is immutable. I can't change
What
that. I
is
can't
it
give
in
you.
that room?
What isn't
Is
in
it
that room?
immediately threatening at
Yeah.
least?
Yes, there is some things in that room that are very dangerous. You should be very careful with how you proceed.
Alright. This mage hand break
Hopefully
is,
you gathered some information before you got here that will be valuable to you in the next room.
Mage hand is not concentration good.
Wait, can you say it again?
Hopefully you've gathered enough good information in order to proceed in the next room.
I hope so, but I don't think we have.
Where would we get all this
Let me ask you a question. Have you visited the museum?
Mm-hmm.
You should be okay.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember your titles. Respect is of the utmost.
Titles, respect.
Oh, what's the dude's name? High
Wizard Iriolathus.
Irolarthus. Yeah.
Or Iriolathus. What school did you say the magic was behind, Rob? Conjuration?
Transmutation.
Orange.
Transmutation.
Orange one.
Transmutation. So,
Can
Okay.
you kind of introduce us to some etiquette that we might need to know in this area?
You won't need
'cause-
etiquette. Only titles.
Only titles. But that is etiquette. Adding a title.
Good point.
High Wizard?
Was it Vizier?
No, it's Iriolathus is the
I'm not
High Wizard.
Iriolathus.
Hmm?
I'm not Iriolathus.
No, not you.
Well, you called me a high wizard just now. That's not me.
No, I meant, is that the proper title?
Is it indeed?
Come on, be helpful.
I am being helpful.
Are you not instructed to at least communicate
Trade
properly?
secrets.
How very amusing.
we need to ask indirect questions if we want anything out of him, just saying.
I did ask him a question.
That's why I said I asked what's not in that room.
I did ask him.
It is not about what it may not be in the room, but what might appear.
High Wizard of the Iran Star, the highest of the Octet of Magic. Master.
King of the Andals, first of his name.
King of Kings and Son of Sons, yes. Well done.
One of the Andals and the First Men, yes.
You are quite amusing. I will update my memory banks. Are you gonna open the door?
Alright, standing back, mage hand, push the door open.
Door opens.
What do we see?
Oops, sorry.
Is it a cult of personality?
What are you doing? You criminal.
Criminal? What? Did you just call that cat?
Look at her. You're so cute.
Naughty.
Just down south, you can see that there's on the far wall, there's a bunch of doors. You can't quite see all of them, but you can see a couple doors. And some of the doors have different arcane symbols on the front of them.
And now that the door's open,
There also seems to be on the wall above the doors, there's some kind of inscription, but you can't quite see it from this range.
I have detect magic up. So I want to see where this magic starts, roughly.
There seems to be an exact, like, square in front of the door. So the two squares in front of the door, the two squares in front of those, there's like a perfect square outline on those tiles.
Okay, I point that out. These tiles are triggered with transmutation. Do you want to try and dispel it, or just not step on them somehow?
Sure.
I used my Dispel Magic for the day.
Also, just as you know, the square extends through the walls to the ceiling now that you can see the space.
Okay, it's
an
the whole
outline.
space.
Yeah.
So this whole space is triggered to do some transmutation.
I know this sounds weird, but are you sure this is a trap? Like, so far everything has been...
Not always, but...
not like everything so far has been trying to kill us, except for the swords.
Oh, I know. Devii, could we just have one of your birds trigger the thing?
Why
Bird.
my birds?
Because you get
The eagles.
multiple.
But they only last an hour, and I had Wait, can't you just throw a ball bearing in there?
I mean, I could try, but I don't think it'll work. I'll toss a ball bearing.
Barbarian goes through the space harmlessly, rolls through.
Yeah, thought so.
You don't see any flashes from your detect magic, as if anything activated or triggered.
I will summon Flock of Familiars, 2nd level.
Mm-hmm.
It does 1 hour, and we have potato.
How many do you have with Flock of Familiars?
3.
For sure 3, or do you have more?
Yes. Well, it's at the original level too, so it's only 3.
Okay.
And it's potent.
Devii, you please make 3 Constitution saves for your birds.
Oh, I'm only having 1 go in.
Oh.
Do I have? It's just 1 that I have to.
You're only sending.
They're not a unit.
Oh, I thought
They
you
can
put
move
all 3 of
separately.
them to go through.
I summon them here and I'll be like, okay, I'm picking a number between
okay.
1 and 3.
All right, sorry, I misunderstood.
Which one? I have them do like a eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Yep. All right, so roll a con save for the burb.
Wait, okay, so I'm gonna do D4 potato. All right, Toe, it's up to you.
Old toe.
Good old toe. Okay, so
Nothing beats that.
I need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
Extras, Raven. Constitution is -1, so that's 11 minus 1 is 10.
Okay, the bird flies through, takes a couple steps, hops up, takes a flight, goes through the space. Mesh, you see a flash. You see the bird kind of stop moving for a second as it glides, and then hits the floor like a rock. Just Devii, make another con save for the bird.
Oh, okay. 13.
Birds become a pie now. Sorry.
Come back.
You notice that its feet starts turning to stone.
Oh, can I pop him out of existence?
Does the spell say you can do anything with the flock of familiars? I don't know.
It works as find familiar.
Yes, but can you pop any individuals out, like full disclosure, or could you have to do them all at once?
No, it doesn't specify.
I mean, even if you do all 3 of them, you can just pop them back in because they're in their pocket dimension, right?
No.
No, they don't.
They function as a familiar when they're out, but it costs a spell to summon.
Right. No, Tom.
Yeah, let me check out the spell.
As opposed to the other 2?
Poe and Tayar didn't go in.
I know, I'm just saying no toe, not you.
Each familiar uses the same rules and options for the familiar conjurer.
I rolled a d4 to see which one goes in.
Yeah.
Must be the same type of creature. If you already have a familiar conjured, then 1 and fewer is conjured. Okay, you're not doing that. They can communicate. When you cast a spell with touch, they can deliver it, but you can cast touch spells through only 1 at a time. Yeah, I mean, you're doing it 1 at a time. I say you can bamf it out. That's fine.
Okay, I'm sorry, Toe. You know.
You can't even respond. You notice that it doesn't say anything.
I don't even make eye contact with Poe and Tay.
Can I ask, did his feet that turned, the part of it that turned stone, did it bamf out as well, or did it just stay there as stone?
Okay, Cari, roll me another con save.
Uh-oh.
17.
Okay.
I mean, I bamfed him out.
I know.
Okay. Are you waiting on us?
Yes.
Okay. Well, it's not exactly safe.
Well, now we know it's not a harmless.
You also can see, Mesh, that the after the flash, the place seems to still hold.
Yeah, I was hoping to see if it was like cooldown period or not.
It did seem to go completely away for a brief second, and then it's back up again.
Okay.
Breker is like, well, we can always go through the wall. Start digging.
2 for 2, Breker.
Pulls out pickup.
Oh, we could break the floor? Question mark. Would that disable the surface logic?
Something like projecting the trap at all? Like inspect the trap more closely?
I mean, yeah, I can get closer to the door and look around. If there's like a rune somewhere we can aim and dispel.
Make an investigation check.
Advantage or no?
Sure.
Well, that's cocked. That's also shit. 3 plus 10. 3 plus 9, 12.
You do not see any markings besides the runes everywhere on the walls. Like, yeah, I mean, you can see clearly what the affected space is from your investigation prior, so I'm not penalizing that. But Cari, give me another con save. Great job. Make sure you're not using your con. You're using the bird's con.
12. He's not out there anymore, though.
I'm well aware.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh. What do you think breaking the floor or the wall would do to the spell?
Van, what level's Shatter at?
If you're talking, Van, you're muted.
So, second, third, fourth.
You want to, I've only got Dispel Magic at third. You want to try to just shatter some of those runes, see if that deactivates the magic?
Yeah, why not?
I have a fireball.
Fireball.
I will do that. Do you want me to roll damage, Rob?
Just give me an Arcana check.
Oops, that's deception. But it's the same plus.
You're trying to deceive the floor, yes.
I'm trying to deceive the floor. 25.
You know for a fact that you can't destroy a magical trap without Dispel Magic.
Cool.
Is the only way.
Alright, I'll Dispel
Or
Magic
to trigger
on
it until it's gone. That's the other alternative.
Did the bird triggering reduce the number of runes activated?
You don't know because you didn't see anything.
Okay, so I rolled shit, that's why.
Can I Dispel Magic? I'll use Dispel Magic then.
What level are you casting it at?
Third.
Let me see if they tell me what level this is. Otherwise, I'll just use the default one. Okay, you're gonna have to roll a skill check. So you need to roll your spellcasting ability modifier, which I believe is charisma for paladins, plus your die roll.
Uh, 21.
Sure enough, Breker holds out his hand, kind of aims at where Mesh shows on the floor that's represented, and all of you see a brief moment where kind of like sparklers it kind of explode from nothing, whereas Mesh sees this like hazy mist just kind of dissipate, and there's nothing in that space anymore. Well done.
Nice job, you did it.
Hey.
Yes.
Good job.
And now that that light is kind of gone out, you can see that there's a plaque that is on this central pillar between the front two doors down here. There is some writing in Draconic that Velen can read. So you can move into the space safely now. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
It's the
8.
magic number.
8 doors, that means 8 schools of magic.
This inscription says, "Speak thy master's name and enter." And each of these doors has a symbol on them.
So it's the name of each of the...
We have
All
the
the-
masters' names.
Can we just do one?
Some of these symbols look pretty familiar.
If
I
it,
mean, we have them.
I mean,
it's each of their names, so it's whoever's door we want to go in.
At High Wizard Iro
Ariolathus.
Larthus.
He's the only one who doesn't have a door.
Yes, but maybe there's a secret door. Nothing?
Did
Rob?
Ariolathus like hate any of these
Nothing?
guys? Could any of them just be like death trapped?
Do we have to say each and every one? They're not in there. We saw a couple of... Actually, yeah. Let's do the door of the what's her name? We know that Evira is not here.
Right. High Enchanter Evira.
Nothing?
Let me just check something really quick.
I was gonna say, like, state your name and go through.
State your name and business.
State their name.
What are you buying?
State your master's name and enter.
Yeah.
It says speak thy master's name and enter. Yeah.
Did it?
So you need to tell me which door you're gonna go to, and when you speak, what do you do?
What symbols are there?
Or are they just 8 identical doors?
The symbols are all
Doors with
different.
symbols.
If you would like to know what the symbols mean, you can give me an Arcana check.
Valen, what do the symbols mean? Or Van?
They are the schools of magic.
Oh yes, we know that. Do you know which one is the enchanters?
This one's that one. This
Actually,
one's
we
that one.
saw
This one's that
that.
one. And she tells you.
Okay. Because we saw the enchanters symbol when we went into.
So fourth one would be enchanting, I guess. So I'm thinking right to left is fourth. So
Okay,
this
for the
door-
sake of this, you can just you can tell me any of the name, or sorry, for the doors. Don't get caught up in which number, just to kind of push this along. Don't worry about the numbers, just tell me about the
Right.
specifics of
Going
what
to
you say and
Enchanter.
what symbol you go to. That's what's
The
relevant.
door
I-
of the enchanters.
So you go to the
Are you going to
enchantment door,
Devii?
Debbie. Just pick a door
Yes.
anywhere, and that'll
No,
be the enchantment door.
Mesh is going to the.
Okay, well, the mesh
Yeah.
do it.
Hi, Enchanter Ivera.
Okay, you say that, and then what do you do?
Push the door open.
Okay, you push the door open. It is darkness beyond the door. Complete and utter black. It's like you open the door and there's nothing there. It's just like this
Need a torch.
empty
here.
closet.
Close it. Close it again. Close it again. Do it and
Detect
knock.
Magic sees anything else? Nothing?
What's that?
Wizard of the Ebon Star.
Does Detect Magic see?
You can see
See
like
it?
like a line around this,
The door.
the
Okay.
frame of the blackness
like
that has
Encanto?
evocation magic on it.
Okay. Did anybody note down the full title? Is there more of a title?
So we have
I wrote
Did you knock?
down
If you
Wizard of the Ebon Star. So each one of these are a wizard. They're the Octet of Magic. Each one of them is a Wizard of the Ebon Star.
Wizard of the Ebon Star.
But high is the correct term. It's high enchantress or high enchanter Evira, Wizard of the Ebon Star.
Can I go to one of the doors and say something that's clearly not the master of that domain and see if there's any difference? So I'll go like to the next door and be
Okay.
like, I'm Bojangles, King of the North.
And then what do you do?
Is the door... Can I open the door?
Yeah, the door opens. You
Is it the
also see the
same-
same sight. Jet black darkness in front of you.
Yeah. I know that this is really.
So either we need
tricky, but
More
let me
title,
photo of this so you guys.
or
And
like
you and
knock
Mesh
or
know that you
bow
guys can
or-
see in the dark, and this is some kind of blockage, but you haven't tried to go in it yet or try to test what it is. So there is still an information gap here.
Oh,
So
it's not
it's not-
empty.
have you
it's
tried
black.
knocking?
Well,
Oh.
you have no
Mesh, do your
current
door
feedback
again
to know
and-
whether you've succeeded or failed. That's what I'm
Mesh,
trying to
do
get
your
at.
door again and poke it with something.
Okay, I'll do it again. Hi, Enchanter Evira. Open the door. Put my finger through it. Is it safe?
Your
Is it
hand
cold?
goes through the darkness, but it disappears through it as if like absorbed by it, and then
What
you
is
can pull
that?
your hand back, and the
These are
darkness
all the
remains.
names.
Okay, yep.
That's quickly made notes because I
Sorry,
haven't
it's
read
really
any
fun.
notes.
Do you want to say it in?
I'll walk through one step and just poke my head through. Half a step and poke my head through.
Okay, you vanish, and you cannot see
Completely.
anything.
I'll keep close to him just in case to have the aura on him.
Even if you put a torch in there, can you not see? You put a torch
No
in?
light penetrates through.
Well, then it's a magical veil of darkness.
That is correct.
And we can't get.
Have you tried knocking on the door when, or bowing?
Well, we opened it though.
So what happened to Mesh though? Is he?
What do I see? What do I see in the other side of the darkness?
Let's see.
Dark.
In the pit?
Okay, Mesh, stop, please.
Okay.
Bye, Mesh.
I want to at least go behind him and say something, but I'll wait till.
Mesh, if you can hear me, keep going. Be brave.
I was gonna say, Hi, Enchanter Evira, Wizard of the Ebon Star. May I come in?
I am not getting a clear answer here. 1 second.
Did we ever know them by the?
No more actions.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I didn't write down their full name. Do we know their full names?
I don't think they ever gave us a second name.
No, they didn't.
Only the Master Irio has the full name.
I was just kind of thinking, like, if this is strictly for them, then they wouldn't say their full title every time. They would say something a bit more personal, like their actual full name.
It's not strictly for them. It says, say your master's name.
Oh. Yeah, I guess that case you probably would have something ridiculously long.
Yeah, so I don't know if, like, because we're not students, maybe that's why.
It's probably an action or another word.
Teacher plus name?
Senpai?
Yeah, kinda.
Okay. Mesh, you step in 5 feet behind. You still see nothing. But Breker says something behind you, and you can still hear him as if he were just behind you. Now, Breker, if you do anything to... Sorry. Mesh, you walked into the darkness fully or just popped your head in?
So far, I popped my head in. Like,
Okay.
1 foot and 1 head.
Okay. Then that is the result.
Okay.
And then I stepped behind
You do not
him
see what
and
you see on the
said-
screen, so please, I'm going to put you back.
Yeah, it's fair.
I stepped behind him and
Yeah,
said
don't move your
something.
tokens past where Mesh is if you can help yourself.
I can't help myself.
Devii, are you gonna try one? I can.
I'm waiting. I am.
shift
Sorry,
so the
Cari, can you
aura
say that one more
covers
time?
both.
I spaced out.
I stepped behind him and said something. Can I say that now?
What is that?
I said, Hi, Enchanter Evira, Wizard of the Ebon Star, may I come in? And then
what?
I don't want to push Mesh out of the way, but I kind of look to see if it is no longer dark.
The darkness remains.
Alright, I'll fully step in.
The door
And
closes
not
behind you,
sir.
Mesh.
Alright.
What about using the schools of magic related to...
Okay,
that
Mesh, you still
specific-
don't see anything. Just, I need to move you through there so the other players can't see you.
Okay.
Okay, that door closes behind Mesh, and he's in darkness.
Oh.
I'll be like pressed up against the door.
The rune disappears from the door.
Feeling.
You feel the walls
Through
on
the
two sides of
walls.
you, but there is nothing in front of you. And you can feel the door that is shut behind you. There's no door handle on the inside.
Okay. Trying to contact. Oh wait, we don't have the earpiece anymore. We gave that to make the thing.
Yeah, which we haven't tattooed yet.
But can you speak to us? Like, can you at least speak and see if we can?
I kind of banged the back of the door. Can you hear me?
You guys can hear him.
Yes.
It's still dark in here.
The rune disappeared from the door. We can't. I don't see a way to open it. So if you keep going, I guess I'm as close as I can be to the door.
Is that smart?
Okay. I'll take a couple steps, see if there's some kind of light on the other side.
So if you take a couple steps, you're still in darkness, and then you kind of just like take a deep breath, and then you like take a big step forward, and your face breaks into another space, and you can see in this area is quite a large room. But in the center of the air in the chamber, you can see a vortex of glowing stars hanging in the air of the chamber, slowly rotating on the axis. As the constellations that you can see move, they cast radiant starlight across all of the walls, with 8 high-backed chairs below them, each with the arcane symbols facing the starry miasma. And as you look behind you, you can still see a corridor of darkness that cannot be seen.
Okay, I scream back. Can you still hear me, guys?
You guys cannot hear him.
Okay.
No.
So Mesh, you do not get a response after a few seconds, is what I'll say.
Okay, I think I know.
Happen on our side to the door?
The door's closed.
Breker, what did you say? Sorry.
Does anything happen on our side with the
Nope.
door? So just still
Nothing
closed
happens.
with no room?
Okay, I know what
Closed
to do.
door, no rune.
I step over here and use message through this wall. So if you guys want to come in, there's about 10 foot of darkness past the door, and then you come into a lighted area. I think you can only come through one of the doors at a time, so use one of the other doors.
Okay, Goldy, you receive that message. No one else.
Guys, there's a room behind the room that Mesh was in. We have to each go through a different door.
I call the evoker door.
I will be going through the necromancer door. Thank you very much.
I'll go through the.
This sound weird, but just in case, I'm gonna try to go through this door.
Hi, necromancer Kadavix. See you soon. And she disappears. And Mesh, you
going through
see
the
after a
divination.
couple of seconds, you see your friend your friend Velen pass through this southern door.
Stop. Don't get too far. I don't know what this is.
I'll just stay here. Thank you. This is quite the sight. All right, who's next?
I'll go through the divination door.
What do you say?
What do I say?
Look at the
Are you
photo
opening the door of
in
the divination and just
Discord,
walking
photo
in, or what are you
Discord.
doing?
High Diviner
I'm-
Apius.
Diviner.
Sorry, say again?
High Diviner Apius is the guy's name.
Hi, Diviner Apius. I know I'm praying. I don't know why I did that.
Check pinned comments. We have.
Goldie,
all of
same
them
thing. You walk
somewhere.
into a sheet of darkness.
I
The door
just,
closes
Okay.
behind you, and
Okay,
you can
yeah.
see nothing in
It's
front
hard
of
to
you, and you
read,
just
I'm
walk
sorry.
through a corridor of black for a long time, and then you can come to this room.
Whoa.
Okay,
Whoa.
pause there. Stick a pin in it. Who's next?
Devi's gonna try.
High evoker Zadulus. And I
What's going on?
Okay,
pass.
I'll put you here, Dallan. Boom. Okay, who's next? And then I'll let you guys do your reactions and roleplay after.
I'm gonna try to go through Mesh's door again, just in case.
The door does not
She doesn't
budge.
quite trust everything. Okay. In that case, I will go to High Abjur Tarath door and walk through that.
Okay, Devii,
Jodie,
you
I'm just
appear
going
here.
to message you.
Devii, you actually walk through the darkness for a
thanks.
long time and hit your kind of hands onto a wall, but then you
Mhm.
see that like the wall to your left opens up, so you
Okay.
can follow that way, and then you break through here.
Gotcha.
Alright, Cal, you can use a High Conjurer Daemonoth.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Sorry, that is Damarith.
Wait, go through the names of
Hammer
the
it.
doors and saying
Sorry.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. I probably wrote it down wrong.
the names of the what? The names of the what?
Check
Just
Discord
say
chat.
hi.
I've pasted all of them.
So,
Say the
Cal,
guy
you
and
go through this
the
door.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll use High Transmuter Metaltra.
And you go here, Breker. And I'm gonna move you over there, Mesh, because I think that's the door you went through.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys see the same thing that I dictated earlier. It is a vortex of glowing stars hanging in this air of the chamber, slowly rotating on an axis. As the constellations move, you can see that there's a radiant starlight all across the walls. 8 high-back chairs, each bearing the symbols of the arcane symbols facing that miasma, with one of the lights out. All of the kind of symbols have their appropriate color lit as you step into the room. You can see each of the high-back chairs of all of the people that you've represented through walking in and speaking the names have the symbols on the chairs lit.
Everyone?
And from memory, you have the
Illusionist.
Ajamar is not lit.
Alright.
It's a glorified meeting room.
Ooh,
Hey,
door
we
over
might get some
I'll call
information.
for Everlast. He pops up in this room too.
Oh,
Well done.
I hear a clap.
You
Hi.
visited the correct locations. Good job. And stuff. Although it would have been nice to have an 8th, but pish posh.
So we did actually have an 8th, but he had to go home.
True.
I see.
I guess. What was this place for?
You see, Everlast kind of just walks into the room, hands behind his back, and just sits, or like his body stopping after being underneath the center of the axis of the stars, and just kind of gazes thoughtfully through them.
We'll go and. I guess, do we take a seat?
I want
Everyone?
to go to I'm assuming these doors right here have us go see Master Aerolarthus.
I kind of.
I mean, the chairs are lit up.
8 chairs.
One's not necessarily lit,
7
so
lights,
something
though.
may happen.
We don't have 8 people, so the one light is the guy who we didn't go through the doors.
Mm-hmm. I say give it a go.
Give what a go?
Let's all sit in each respective chair. See if anything changes.
We don't have 8 people to sit on 8 chairs.
Shall I, guys?
This door, but I will sit on a chair for your guys' sake, and then I will go through.
I'll look around before I sit on the chair. There's 2 rooms on the sides.
I want to go to this.
Fine. Let's look at the rooms then.
No, we're sitting. I'm gonna go sit. I sit in a chair. I sit in the evoker chair.
My precious brain.
You sit in the chair.
My brain.
And you look up at the stars. You can see just hundreds of thousands of things in this represented, but you haven't decided that you're gonna kind of like interact with it, but it's a spectacular view. Like, it's very pretty.
Does this have any similarities to the Arl's Northern Light? Or like anything that reminds me of
Just a second, Cari. I'm sorry. I have to. There is something with the chairs that I need to make sure I don't miss. Interesting. Okay, so I think Everlight actually will take the stage here for a second, Cari, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
About time.
Yes,
this
this
actually,
is not
right before you start, can we have him take this stage and say something, and then we have to get off soon?
Yeah.
Silence.
This is the room where security is important. If you are to sit down and discuss anything in this room, like the High Wizards, you should choose wisely which chair you choose to sit. Make sure it represents yourself, not just the master. This space, very important. You see, we charted this. And as that happens, I would like... so you guys recognize that each of the symbols of the chairs represent 8 schools of magic on the chairs. If you look at the... If you look at the star field and would like to inspect it, please let me know.
Yes.
There also is other things in the room, like behind the doors. There is a set of double doors. Behind the chairs before you guys decide to sit anything. I think I should give you all the context here. So yeah, there's a set of double doors back there. Mesh, it's very obvious even from the back of where the chairs are that the door is locked. There is a very large lock on the door. And it also seems that with your magic detection that the door has been warded. Like there is some kind of magic that either is damaged or something. The magic is very unstable, so you're not sure if the magic was damaged or had been cast and has been tampered with. But there does seem to be a very difficult, complex lock on the door. Okay, last thing. I need to check. I don't want to show that to players, right? Let me just check this. Is there an image here? Oh, shiza. Okay, 1 second. Player handouts. This is what I was looking for. Player art. Please, please, please have artwork that I can give you guys. Oh, I can give you this one. You can look at that one for a second.
What's that?
Those are the Blades of Disaster you fought.
Blade.
Looks really cool.
It's like a hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I see it like you described it to us, but I wasn't quite able to see it, but now I see it.
Oh, I shared this one with you a long time ago, but this is when you got into the iceberg.
Yep.
Oh. I remember that.
I know there's some handout that I can give you guys here. Hang on. If I make this bigger, I can check it out. Oh, I see. Okay, it's not organized by chapter, it's organized by alphabet. So that's why it's having a hard time finding this. So how do I know what it's called? Aha. This is it. Okay. the south room on the left side of your image here, you can see a wall that is circular, encircling a 10-foot tall gray stone spindle. So think of this as like a hovering spike made out of stone, rotating inside slowly of this chamber, the circular chamber, and around it, all of the surfaces of the walls are cracked, as if some terrible energy once coursed through them. And as you approach it, it looks like that.
Okay.
There's even a little bit of broken energy underneath of it, and these rippling pieces of magic kind of shifting and piercing through. Looks like a ancient relic of some sort. And that is where we're gonna pick up next week.
So it's just like a floating crystal or something.
Yeah, but the crystal looks to be made out of stone. Yeah.
Stone.
Alrighty. That is gonna do it for this week, folks.
Nice.
Thanks for playing. Good job not dying to
Glad to be
the
back.
floating swords, and you guys are finally in some really cool stuff here. I don't really know of anything else for sign off. I think we're still scheduled for D&D next week. Is that right?
So we have next week, then we have Conde the week after, and then we're back on the week after.
Oh no, I thought you said it was
I
going
think
to be an
Comde is on the
week.
17th. Is that right?
Wait, sorry, is it the 23rd? I made a mistake.
Yeah, Comde is the 23rd.
Sorry, so we'll be on for 2 more weeks.
Yeah,
Then we have
so
Conde.
back to back D&D weeks for 3 weeks.
We're back, baby.
2nd, 9th, and 16th off the 23rd.
Okay.
I'll keep you posted for the 30th, but there is an event scheduled for that day. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely not a calm day. So it's quite possible we'll still have it back-to-back weeks. Thank you guys so much for playing. I hope you had a good time. We're going to sign off on the stream. See you later, stream. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.